Hello, and welcome to another Blood on the Clocktower. This will be my first episode with my new RAM, so my video should be nice and smooth. Anyway, we're playing Something Rotten, and it's on the new website, so you can even see the name of the script right there. How fancy. I will show you the roles, and I will hopefully put them in the description, as I am apt to do. That should happen with more frequency now because I can actually load scripts on my own. And just see something else that's annoying as a perfectionist. This crappy thing in the way. So, that's the top half, and that's the bottom half. And as you can see, I am the Concubine. Which I haven't really read that or put much thought into it. I know the script is very confusing, and I am good, so I will have to work extremely hard to win. Also, I will point out that there's this horrendous role, the Morgana. The Morgana is in play. Then I'm actually evil. So, and then I think virtually everyone in the script is evil. So it's very confusing. But I'm going to try to read through the script a couple times. I will pop on. Well, so Nam will only visit me, I think, if I'm evil. So, update. The Concubine's an outsider. What crap is that? If you die, the Majesty becomes drunk for 2 nights and 2 days. Man!
Welcome back, everyone. This is day one. So,
Oh, you
this
have
day
a nice
one.
phone.
So,
That's new.
let the game start. You have 8 minutes for this. No,
8
I will give you
minutes?
10 minutes. 10 minutes for discussion for whispering.
Adele and Michael, I have some good news for you. There's no Morgana in the game.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you guys know that?
Yahoo.
Chris, you want to talk?
Me and you? What?
we're not
What
evil.
me? Yahoo?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Well, we can get our bluff rolls after this.
Chris literally
Okay.
just asked, how do we know that?
Kwame.
Yeah.
My room, Chris.
He
Yeah.
would.
Okay. Me and you?
Yeah.
That makes me suspect Chris, Jason.
It makes it.
I don't know. Oh, there he's popping up. Dude, everyone suspects you already.
I know. Because I don't know it. I missed the rolls.
So the Morgana is the one that I am.
Oh, you're the Morgana.
No,
So
I can't.
wait,
I
You
can't.
just said that everybody would be evil then.
I can't actually bluff being the Morgana because you would know that I was the Morgana. So I'm gonna have to say I'm the Yispadaden.
Ah, you're the Yispadanen?
The Morgana, if the Morgana is in play, then actually everyone is evil, and you're just trying to fool the Majesty. Is the point? So literally every one of us would have been visited and told you're evil. And then we would be
for
the one person that's the Majesty, or the person that thinks they're the Majesty. You could have the Pretender. That would be the crappiest thing ever. They would think they're the Majesty. They get all false information, and everyone is evil except for them.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Being the Pretender is probably worse, but being Morgana is even bad.
Yeah. Yeah. My goal is
The
to
evil
kill
is.
the Majesty.
Right. Yes. Well, don't you know who the Majesty is? It says you start knowing the Majesty.
No, I don't know who the Majesty is.
You said you're the Yispadaden.
Oh yeah, that was my bluff.
I'm
actually
reading the role.
I'm actually a different role. My goal is to kill the princess, or to kill the Majesty.
You want to kill the princess or the Majesty?
The Majesty. I'm the princess, and I need to kill the Majesty so that I can learn who a character is.
Oh, okay.
If the Majesty dies, then I get the one piece of information. So I want to kill the Majesty.
Good luck with that. If I was the Majesty, I would never tell you who I am now.
Dude, I don't know what I don't know. I think this game sucks.
Yeah, this one's very confusing.
Dude, I don't know anything. You don't want to read the rules?
I read like 3 rules before this match.
So what are
this
you?
is gonna get us both killed, right?
What's your role? Well, they already suspect you. Maybe I should go talk to Doug.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you want to die with me?
Not particularly. No, that's stupid. No, well, the thing is it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of people that think a lot of things, and like Adele is like, actually, I suspect you if you don't know why the Morgana. Like, dude, if you were the Morgana, that would be your only role, and you would actually understand it, because you'd be like, oh,
Right.
and also, if you were Morgana. Well, so clearly you're not. You're just the other evil. But the point is that everybody's stupid, and everybody makes a lot of gut conclusions. Like Jason's like, "Well, you didn't understand that role, so clearly you're evil." And it's like, because clearly evil people always know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And literally, I came in near the end of him explaining stuff, and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Well,
I'm trying to just get into the script thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. So I'll tell you, I actually enjoy giving my information up early. So like one person, not everybody. Do you just want to know what
That's
my
fair.
role is?
thought you already told me.
What?
Weren't you the princess?
No, that was the bluff. I'm the Yispadaden.
No, I already knew that you said the Yispadaden.
Oh, I need to come up with a new one every time. I'm the Jabberwocky now.
No, Yispadaden's fine. We're gonna kill you.
That actually would be a mistake if you're good.
That's what you keep saying. You say that all the time. You're like, I'm the evil guy. Yeah, but don't kill me. That would make a bad mistake.
Well, you might be evil. I don't know.
That's true. If I was, I wouldn't believe your Yispadaden story.
All right. Dude, I do not even know how to play this game. I think I'm getting worse at it every time.
Every time the roles change, I get confused. So
Okay, I'm going to go try to talk to Doug before we
Okay,
get
that's
killed
fair.
for talking all day.
There you go.
It's 20-minute conversation. Chris, I might believe.
Yeah.
This wasn't there, but
Doug, I need to talk to you.
I'm telling you
Okay,
now.
sure. Why not? I'll talk to you.
Okay, my room.
Jason Guami, me and yeah.
Great. What? Dude, you better not have made this a party. Dude, I heard you naming people. You didn't make this a party, did you?
No,
I hate parties.
No. There's some hall monitors going on right now.
Oh, okay.
You
That
want me-
doesn't surprise
yeah.
me. Yeah, that's why I always like to talk to a couple people before I talk to my minions.
Yeah, perfect. What are the bluff rolls?
The bluff rolls. First of all, do you think you're actually going to trip me and get me to give you the bluff rolls when you're not evil?
But I am evil.
Well, that's weird. Because I'm not. And I am a good old townsfolk roll, and I wasn't visited by Nam telling me that I was evil, so either you made a mistake or something.
Well, this is really awkward then, isn't it?
No,
No,
no.
no.
We can't do this more than a couple of times. Do you have any idea what's going on at all?
Oh
So-
no, I have no info.
Well, I didn't ask if you had info. I asked if you had any idea what was going on, as in understand anything about the universe that we find ourselves in.
All I know is that
That's not Morgana.
In the
That's the only thing I've figured out.
yeah, there's no Morgana, and I know that I do not want to be the Majesty because that seems like a lot of pressure
night
and a
phase
lot
has
of
happened.
info you got to
Oh, stay phase
deal
again.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that you should say you're not the Majesty because we don't want to really make the Majesty be discoverable.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Do you want to do top half, bottom half?
Nope.
Okay. Is it because I pretended to be evil?
No, it's because you are evil.
I will say I'm the furthest thing from evil.
Are you the Majesty? Is that why you told me you weren't the
no,
Majesty?
No. I am not the Majesty. Like I said.
Well, I told Chris that I was the princess and that my goal was to get the Majesty killed. because the
Get them
princess.
killed?
Well, yeah, because the princesses only gets their ability when the Majesty dies. So I acted like I was dumb and thought that that was my goal. I was trying to get the Majesty killed.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. Well, I don't understand anything. I'm very stupid.
Yeah. It's like we don't want to know the Majesty. We also don't want to know if there's a Chamberlain, because that's our sort of protection for the Majesty.
Yeah, well, the other thing about this game is that it seems like the Majesty's kind of playing a game, and there's like a bunch of people here that are also like watching it happen.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you are this role. The Majesty will learn because of your existence.
Yeah, but it sucks because all they find out is that those roles are in play. You know? It's like they find out an outsider, but it's not like they find out who. I don't think they find out who the person picks, do they?
The what?
Like if I'm the knight and I choose you,
Yeah.
Does the Majesty know just your character, or do they say, yeah, who is this person?
I don't know. It says receive info from your subjects. So I don't know. That's nebulous. It could be either.
Yeah. Because knowing like who someone specifically is kind of good, but just knowing.
Well,
that
and
a
that's the
character's
other
in the
thing is
play-
because they don't know who all of like the knight and the rook and whatnot are. So
Yeah.
it's not like they would even know who to trust. They could be like, well, I received knight info. Who's the knight? And like, an evil player could say, I'm the knight.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we've been talking long enough. We're probably suspicious to Jason and Guami, so.
Well, whatever. If people are suspicious of me for talking too long, they clearly don't ever pay attention to anything, because I always am useless on day one.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Adele, I can talk.
I nominate
Adele-
Jason.
Your place? Got it.
Yes.
Alex. Okay. Did he kick you out, Alex?
Yeah, just let him back in.
Even on Chrome, Zoom is acting up.
By the
Kwame, can
way,
we talk?
I'm ignoring that, Stephen, because I think if there's one person who's
Hey,
more clear than
I'm
any,
going to close the room in 15
Oh, damn
seconds.
it.
15 seconds. Kwame, you want to go?
he already went
He
out.
was already.
Yeah, I
was
think
going
he's
to
on his
Adele.
way out.
He
Yeah.
already went out with Adele.
Just sneaking in some more. Breakout time. Oh, now they're broken.
I'm still trying to figure it
I
out.
think it's the theme. The theme is.
I'm late to
is
the party.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very cool theme. I like the theme.
Well, sometimes they say about like big brain plays. I just want everyone to know that I have a pea brain this time. Like, no, nothing.
I think my brain shrunk the other day. Andreas, I would like to talk to you tomorrow, even though you're.
Oh, Jesus.
You've proclaimed in your title that
Again, it's all the nickname.
I know.
Maybe it's insulting to the demon. So
I understand you're a sympathizer. I get it. I get it.
Wow.
Fairness for all. Nobody should be vilified. I get it. Unfairly.
I would like to thank Nam for giving us cool names for our rooms.
Yeah, the kitchen.
Good old effort.
You
Okay.
have the kitchen.
Welcome back, everyone. This is day one. You have 8 minutes for discussion and nomination starting now.
So did anyone get info?
So, question for Nam.
One person. Did anyone else get info?
Other than the Majesty?
Yeah, I got lots of info.
About that part.
Loads of info.
No, so no, I have a question for the knight, the rook, and the other ones, Cardinal. Do we verbally say I choose so and so, or should we put that in chat?
Oh, you do it verbally.
Verbally?
Yes, because you have to either accept it immediately or refuse it. So.
Oh,
No, I think you're talking about the cupbearer. He's talking about like the ones that pick a player.
No,
and that's
Michael,
that's
they
at night,
pick
not
at
during the day.
night.
That's
They
at
pick at
night.
Maybe he comes to you and asks you again.
So who was it that asked that? Because they're clearly not one of those rules.
So
What role?
It was a dumb question. Don't worry about it.
What
No,
role?
don't worry.
Cupbearer.
There's no dumb questions, just dumb people.
Okay, what role are you asking?
So
Michael.
Goodness, what is going on
Michael,
here?
what character are you asking?
It's been
So
answered. It's been
uncouth,
answered.
Steven.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was a gay thing, like the Saxon or whatever from the Royal Tragedy script.
Got it.
okay, so here's my thoughts after watching who chatted with who, which I don't think will mean anything yet. My first thought is we need to know if we have-
Scully. Okay, Scully, Arthur, Wami, Felish, Cup of Ali. I don't know what liquid.
Ale.
Wami,
Ale.
do you accept it or not?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Wami
Okay.
accept it.
now moving on from that, here's my thoughts, and
You can't really bluff that.
I don't know if
sorry.
everyone agrees or doesn't agree, but my thoughts are we got to protect the Majesty because they're the only one getting information. So if there's outsiders, especially if there's an emissary, they should nominate themselves and that should be the first kill. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because if they nominate themselves and no one's nominating them, no one gets poisoned. And of course, if we have more than one, it would be nice if they all came out now, because then we know if we have 4 and we have the conspirator or not. I don't see a reason why the outsiders wouldn't want to come out, because the only one who has information is the Majesty. So we got to protect the Majesty at all costs, which means a bunch of outsiders coming out is
the cost.
Wait.
I think
Wow.
it's better for us.
It is actually good if we find out if there's a conspirator, because then we would know that someone would know that they would be the pretender. If 3 other outsiders come out, then we have to have a pretender.
Exactly.
But if
So there's one problem, Jason, is that if the concubine comes out,
Yeah.
then the Majesty is worthless for a while at least.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just in grief.
I don't like the
absolute
idea of
grief.
the outsiders coming out
Well,
in
at least
public.
At least the emissary should.
The emissary, I agree 100%.
Okay.
I don't know why the emissary
Yeah,
should just
yeah.
nominate themselves and die right now.
Yes.
And then no one
Yeah.
nominates them except for themselves.
Right.
Yes.
We want to keep the pawn and the concubine alive.
But yeah, if you're an
I have-
emissary, please nominate yourself.
I have a design problem with any role that literally the correct way to play it is to nominate yourself and die. Like, that's just a bad way to design a game.
Yeah, but it's the best thing for the good team.
Well, I don't care. I hate the game. I mean,
Well,
not
in
play
this game, since you get to keep, since you get to really stay around, it's not a design flaw then.
Design, game design perspective.
I do
If
agree.
it was
yeah.
werewolf,
It's
I'd agree.
essentially like
Yeah.
clear yourself, you know.
Yeah, it's like the Virgin. It's like me killing Jason 2 nights ago. It was the right thing to do.
Well, the problem is it actually doesn't necessarily. Well, whatever. I'm not going to say anything because every time I say anything, Jason immediately suspects me.
No,
No, but it's true. It doesn't confirm them.
The only
It
thing
just
Choked.
You know, unless someone's going to come out as Majesty and say a whole bunch
What
of
did you put in it?
ridiculously crazy right now.
Nothing. It was just hoppy.
I was about to say it was then it strained the hops out of it. That's what I was about to say.
It had a bone.
Wow.
I mean,
So assuming at this point that
there's
we
no
don't have an
emissary
emissary, it means we don't have a conspirator.
unless it's Chris.
No, Chris would even do this at this point. Chris
I
is
don't know.
a million times.
Chris
in a row.
did
Chris
claim to
will
be
never
evil.
give his role to anybody.
What's going on here?
Wait,
Are you
did
the
we not-
emissary, Chris?
we went through these roles. Did everyone not say the emissary should nominate themselves so no one else does? So therefore, why would the emissary not nominate themselves now unless there is none? In which case we move on and we're going to assume there's none in case someone's on the good team and just doesn't want to help us.
Yeah.
So there's no emissary, which is fine also.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they
Do
want to
you want to nominate me, Adele, and see what happens?
It's not helping you though. You're gonna lose a good ability.
I know. I just want to freak you out. I'm not the emissary. It's okay.
Okay, so we have no emissary, which means we don't have a conspirator. We could cross both of those off. And
Hey, I have a question. It says the first time someone other than yourself. Does that mean that won't even trigger if they nominate
Yes,
themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to
that's
kill
why
them.
we
We have to nominate them and kill them.
emissary. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
well, if they nominate themselves and they die, then there's nobody else to
Yeah, yeah.
nominate.
That's
Oh,
the point.
well, that
is the
sucks.
point.
I think that they should become evil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
I
that would be
agree.
the-
It's not the
that would
best
be the
design, but we
incentive
have to
not
deal
come
with what we
out.
have.
If you would become evil for doing that, I would definitely
Hey,
do that
Yahoo,
now.
we're already confused enough. Don't add any more alternate.
Well, just ignore me for the first couple of days until I figure out what's going on.
Or you would have to have a condition that you can't nominate yourself as emissary.
Yeah, because
Like,
it
that would
just,
be the only other way to
yeah,
fix that.
it's kind of broken, but whatever.
We just need it to happen. If
There's no emissary, therefore
Oh
there's
my
no
word!
Let's move on.
I really hate when the conversation just stagnates on something stupid.
Okay, so
That's fair.
without coming out, has anybody heard of any outsiders, even if it's second or third hand?
Yeah,
Because we're supposed to have 2.
I've
I
heard.
think if there's a pawn in play,
outsider
that they should choose
somewhere.
themselves.
That is a
So
good
there's
idea. I agree. If you're a pawn and you have a choose ability, you might want to choose yourself because you will tell the Majesty your role if you're one of those weird roles like Knight, Cardinal, or Rook.
I do have a rules question.
No, you Majesty would learn
No,
pawn.
they'll be told pawn. They'll be told pawn and not a weird thing.
No, but that is good. It confirms them, I guess, or something. Like do
Yeah.
it once. Do it
It
once.
confirms that they're not bluffing as a pawn, so to speak.
Yeah.
How about the pawn just says who they are, and then everyone else picks the pawn this turn, and then we'll find out. That makes
We don't. We need the pawn to stay alive.
No, the thing is, if we give out too much information, there's poison that goes around. That's the issue.
Stay alive. If literally if everyone else, the knight, the cardinal, the rook, all pick the pawn after the pawn says who they are, then why do we need the pawn? Why do we need the pawn to stay alive?
Because they have an actual ability. They have an actual good ability. They're
They have a townsfolk ability, and
They
we
have
don't know
townsfolk
which one it
ability that
is.
could be
but-
very powerful. How they could be the princess.
Yeah, or they could be like the Chamberlain, which is protecting the
Or they could be
like
the
Majesty
herald.
from the demon.
Or they could be the herald, and their power was already used. We don't know what they are, but are they?
Right, but let-
If
let
they are
them
the
figure-
herald, they
let
would
them
know
figure
they
that
are the
out.
herald. They would know they're the herald.
I have a rules
So
question.
besides that, are there any suspicions?
I have
go.
a rules question, which I've been shouting for a while. The princess and the knight and these other roles that say they pick something and then the Majesty learns their info. And please, nobody other than the storyteller answer, because I don't need 5 different answers. It says in the Majesty, each knight receives the info. I think it's important to know how that info is received. Do they just learn the info, or do they learn who that person was and what the info was, or do they learn like who was picked and who they are? Like how in what form is that information coming?
Majesty.
Yeah, what does the Majesty learn?
I would type in like for example just give me an example of character.
So like the knight. Each knight choose a player that if they are a townsfolk, the Majesty learns their character. So do they just?
For example, the knight pick a Majesty. Okay, during night I will show the Majesty this thing, so they would know. They would know the name of Majesty. But I think it's pretty easy to figure out what roles in the game or what information is this coming from.
So they do not, but the point is they do not learn the person, they just learn the character of the person that was picked.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they also do not know who the prince was or whatever, or the knight. Okay, thank you.
Yes, but because they're all different, it will be.
There's only one important person.
There's one townsfolk. There's one that figures out minions. There's one that figures out outside.
I know that. Well, I didn't. That was why I asked for not a lot of other people to answer, because I actually knew what I wanted and I was pinpointing the information that would be helpful. And I do have that now. I'm not trying to be rude either.
No. There's only one important person's game. It's Majesty, not the pawn, not anyone else. It's the Majesty.
Yeah, it would be redundant information regardless.
Oh, and I'm important.
Guami, of course.
Okay, time's up.
Wow.
10 seconds.
Okay, so
That's
suspicion.
the worst thing in the world to not kill.
Do you think it's not the worst thing in the world?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's difficult to find someone to kill because no one has information.
I'm gonna nominate Scotty Love.
Okay, Jason nominates Scotty Love. Make your case, Jason.
So I've got a few reasons, and I'll just bring them up one by one. The first one is when he came back from his room and we were all talking about the Morgana thing. He said, "I don't know how you know there's no Morgana." I'm like, "Cause I'm a townsfolk and I wasn't told I was evil." And
No, it's not what you said.
well, because anyone who's a Townsfolk would have known there was no Morgana. Secondly, Adele happened to talk to Scotty, and Scotty became the pawn, which is a weird person to protect. And fourthly, Scotty's either really the cupbearer or he's bluffing as the cupbearer, and he's really the other one who gives out drinks,
Scoundrel.
the scoundrel. And him and Guami are a team either way. Whether they're a good team or a bad team, we're not sure, but they were the first two people to talk to each other. And then Scotty's the only one who gave a cup. So either they're both bad or they're both good. But both of them, when they came back, were confused about why there was no Morgana. Guami figured it out eventually.
Scotty did too. You did not hear that?
But a lot longer. I'm just saying.
Well, I had to read the roll.
Yeah, that is really ridiculous because it's like you could read your role and know your role, and you haven't gotten through to that like little clause. And just because somebody doesn't understand everything, because the thing is, the evil players would also know that it wasn't Morgana. You think he's a minion, is what you think that means?
No. Yes, and here's why.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Here's why. Here's why, Stephen. Because Adele and Michael literally just spent 10 minutes before that arguing about the whole Morgana thing and that everyone's going to be evil and everyone knows they're evil.
Just so you know, when people are arguing, I tend to just tune out and not like I turn my volume down because it's annoying.
Hold on, Jason. You have to pause your case. And
oh yeah, sorry.
I have a limit in time for your case.
That's my fault too.
You cannot take all the time.
Let me get 20 more
seconds. No. You will have more time. Just 1 more minute. I will believe that. But however, Yahoo has offered Chris a shot of grass. Do you accept it, Chris?
You know, I thought this was a terrible role to try and bluff earlier, but I'll take it in case he really is. I will take it.
Okay.
It is crappy wheatgrass. Why couldn't you give me something better though?
Yeah,
Healthy.
Chris take wheatgrass, but then, yeah, he's just throw everything away because he doesn't like the ring that Yahoo gave him. So yeah, but nothing happened. But he did take the took a sip of it. Yes.
Okay.
Jason, you have 1 more minute because it's going way too long.
So continuing on, right away when I said it, Adele went.
He just told you you're gonna have to nominate. He
I
said
didn't nominate.
And
I'm trying to like reasoning.
and we can't go off of these conspiracy theories on day one. We all want to play. Let us figure things out. We can't go off on these witch hunts. Just let it play out, please.
I'm explaining why. I mean, I don't want to nominate.
Yeah, just let him talk. We don't have to believe him, but let him talk.
Anyway, so when we did wake up and I said, Adele, just so you know there's no Morgana, Adele goes, yep, I know there's no Morgana. And Adele right away said it. But anyway, now if my theory about this whole cupbearer thing is true or not true, Yahoo and Chris were the first people to talk also, and Yahoo just offered Chris a drink. So if not Scotty, then Yahoo.
Oh wow! See, that's how it goes.
Wait, Scotty, your defense, please.
Yeah, I'm good. I've shared some information with some key people who I believe are good. I even know a role. I've done a 1-for-1 on the good team. So, yeah, it took me a while to find the clause because I was reading all the roles, and guess which one says down at the bottom, there might not be all the townsfolk were evil. That's way down the list.
It's often day 3 before I get that far.
Okay, time for any permanent information, or else I'm starting vote on Scotty.
It's not Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to kill Scotty. I mean, if he's bad, it should be obvious eventually.
Yeah.
Based on just information that's hovering around.
They're double claiming because Yahoo's not protecting him at this point.
Yahoo I have no information on, so I have no opinion.
One of them is now double claiming the role of.
But it's something that you can bluff.
Have you ever heard of juggling? Literally everyone juggles every time.
Hey, I'm going to start a vote now.
Except there's no evil juggler at Yahoo.
Yeah, there is a reason not to bluff the cupbearer as opposed to the juggler. It's not the same because there's no evil juggler.
Yeah, so we have to assume that one of you two is evil and one of you two is good at it.
You can assume whatever you want, Jason. I certainly hope you don't win.
Okay. One vote's gone now. Scotty is safe for today. Is there any other nomination? 10 seconds.
I would like to nominate a Yahoo because I was totally just goofing around.
Hey,
Oh.
Scotty is nominating Yahoo.
See, Scotty, I see how it is. Well, here's my. You're going to accuse me, or do I? Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'll go. Let me read the roll again. Let me read the evil cupbearer. Are you forced to do it? Where's it? Scoundrel. Once per day. You may offer. So yeah, a Yahoo's either being like me and just goofing off, or he is the scoundrel. So why not? Let's talk about it. I think he's goofing off.
That is correct. Well, here's the other thing: is in a script like this, it takes time to figure it out. Different people have different strategies. My way is to bop around. That's my new word. We have 4 foster kids, and they bop around because they have autism, and they don't really have anything they focus on. They just bop around, and they have a good time, and they smile and laugh. And that's what I'm doing. And eventually, I'll figure something out, and at that point, I'll be useful maybe. Until then, I'm just bopping around.
Yeah. So I think what we've learned is there is no cupbearer. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the case.
I won't offer a cup tomorrow if you won't offer a cup tomorrow, and we'll see if anybody else does.
Sounds good.
Hey, time for any permanent information? Or else
I feel like if I don't tell people one of the roles you told me, hey Yahoo, I would be not doing my job as a townsfolk.
Chris, you are a bad person.
Thank you, Chris.
I don't understand why isn't it equally as likely that Ayahu is a cupbearer as he is a scoundrel as he is bluffing? Isn't it all equal?
Yeah, there's no information whatsoever, and Jason just jumps to conclusions with crazy amounts of no information.
And why would anybody drink any of these? They're all bad.
There's an evil roll that offer drinks that could clear evil people.
No, but the cupbearer is good. If they're not evil, they don't die.
Yeah, he's finding out who's good, and if people refuse to drink, that is information too.
But if there's a scoundrel, the scoundrel offers a drink and the person drinks it. Oh look, I just.
I'm gonna start the vote.
Oh, that's true.
It's an awesome roll.
I'm
very useful.
Starting your vote.
That's fine.
But
Well,
it's
you
equally as likely that he's either one. I don't have information to point
You
to.
did say you were the demon, so I'm going to do
Yeah,
this.
I say that to you
did say that.
literally every
You
game.
say it to me every game, and one of these times you're going to be telling me the truth. I am just going to...
Well, first of all, I claimed the Morgana, which we know is not even in the game.
Osama bin Laden.
Well, I had to change it to that one. Just nominate if that's what you're doing.
What?
Okay. I have a question. If the cupbearer offers a cup to somebody who is selected by a conspirator, that means that they're poisoned potentially, yes?
You don't have.
Well, it's not choosing. It's not choosing.
You don't have a conspirator.
We don't have a conspirator.
Emissary unless someone's afraid.
That's not choosing.
It's not choosing. It's not choosing.
Okay, 10 seconds, everyone.
Let's go to sleep.
Okay,
and
you
bop
just
around like what I.
Adele, you just did the evil smirk when you said let's go to sleep.
But I always do the evil smirk. Come on.
So
We lost the game
Michael,
because of my evil smirk.
Michael, prepare a glass of honey meat.
Gwami and Adele on day 2. Let's do a threesome.
Oh, more glasses.
Michael,
Awesome.
Michael, offer a glass of honey meat to Doc. Yeah.
Not gonna drink it. I'm a little concerned about him doing this as the third person. After we just had this, like,
maybe he's
talking
the
about
neutral
not
one.
bluffing the role, so I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay, Doug is not drinking from Michael, so he just
Ooh,
throws
yeah.
it away. It's a disgusting drink.
Blood.
I'm not taking it from you, Michael.
Doug is evil.
Yeah.
Stupid drink.
Okay, another one. Wami offered Jason a cup of Gluck.
It's my favorite script ever.
So Wami bring this cup Gluck to Jason. Hey Jason, will you bring this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it, and the reason I'm gonna is because like not
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, just say yes and drink.
Hold on. So, okay. Jason brings
I want to sleep like this. Sit here and do nothing. That's all. I'll get mine.
So Jason just took a small sip of Glock, and then he fall to the ground.
What?
Wami just walk up to his not moving body, touches his pulse to check if he's still alive.
And he's dead?
Oh wow, he's still alive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then while me help Jason got up. So yeah, nothing happened. Okay.
Stop with the
Is
glugs,
there any
Swami.
other
It's
nominations?
dangerous.
10 seconds.
Like I was worried there for a moment.
Some potent glug.
Also, if the food taster picked the person who's drinking, the food taster is the one who gets affected, right?
I think it's only during night.
Does it
Just
say?
until dusk.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It will
Yes, only until dusk.
Until dusk.
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
it will also get it.
It's thematic as well. Yeah. They gotta drink it first to make
3
sure.
seconds, everyone.
I'm gonna nominate
more?
Michael.
Okay. Doug is nominating Michael.
I thought I already nominated myself, but I guess I didn't go through it.
Make your case, Doug.
I don't know. Like, Guami is Guami after the third one after I was talking there, but we just had a big discussion about this is a bad role to bluff and things like that, and then Michael came out and then did it. So I don't know. Seems weird to me.
I actually kind of agree with that.
Okay, Michael, your defense.
No, I'm just curious. You're the only one of the ones who were offered who refused, and yeah, that's just my thoughts. And yeah, okay, just go ahead.
Take time for
It
any
is weird.
information.
Why
Yeah,
would
I mean,
you refuse, Doug?
I'm
If
voting for anyone who keeps offering drinks because I think that we don't know if they're good or bad, and it's a 50-50 if they're good or bad, or if they're just joking around, then please stop doing it.
Yeah, like everyone else that was offering each other drinks talked to each other. Like Scotty talked to Guami, Yahoo talked to Chris, but I did not talk to Michael.
To be fair, it's consistent with
that's-
what he told me when we talked.
I'm gonna start a vote.
Whispering, so
and it's funny,
I
Doug,
think
that
there's
you
a
picked
chance
the
that he's
third
the
out
real
of the
cup bearer.
third
That's what I'm
person
saying.
that was too much for doing it, and then the fourth person, you're like, oh, that's okay.
I mean,
Well,
but the
that's
reality
Guami
of
just
it
being
is
Guami. Like
everybody could be
that's the problem.
bluffing.
Is like
You
Guami can
still could
easily
have
be,
one.
but
To be fair, I don't think it's safe to say that we've thoroughly fleshed out the meta in this first 10th of a play.
I don't think we
Speak for
should hold
yourself.
weight
We
to
all
any
did.
of it.
Let's go to sleep. We had like 5 nominations, guys.
Wait,
Let's go to sleep.
wait, I want to offer a drink to myself.
I don't think you even can do that.
Before
I'm gonna offer a drink to myself, and I'm gonna drink it too.
I will taste this first.
Okay, who do you offer a ring to Jason? Let's make
I'll
this.
offer it to myself.
How good would it be if you poisoned and killed yourself now?
It doesn't say you can't offer yourself a drink, so I'm offering myself a drink and I drink it.
Just drink it.
Okay. So Jason just took a glass of water or soda or whatever, and he offered himself a cup, and he think, why not I accept this glass of water that I have just prepared for myself? Yeah, because so he just drank it, and nothing happened. Okay.
Now we can go to sleep.
Any more cup? 3 seconds.
Yeah, I got a cup. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, there's no execution, and the game continue. Everyone, go to sleep. Good luck.
Game continues. How come?
Weird. Nobody died in the game.
Well, so freaking ridiculous. I am the concubine. If I die, then the Majesty is drunk for 2 days and 2 nights. Cannot come out as an outsider. And if I goof around, we will kill you and mess the whole game up.
Welcome back, everyone. Lynn Diary night. This is the second day. You have 8 minutes for whispering. Starting now.
Lynn, do you want to talk?
Dan, I want to talk to you first.
Jason can come in on the conversation with us, Candace. That's fine.
Okay.
Your room, Candace.
Mine is fine. Yeah.
Guami and Adele?
Yeah.
I'd like to chat with you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Come to my room.
All right.
Sure.
Hello.
Want to talk?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't even feel like I'm playing the game. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't either. I'm falling asleep a little bit. Mostly because I'm...
This is not going well. And I don't even feel like I know who to talk to or what to say or anything.
I don't know.
Okay.
Talk to Doug. See what
Well, I
Doug's
talked to
doing.
Doug already.
Oh.
He pretended to be the demon as well.
Did he really?
Or something, or pretended that he was my minion. I don't know. It's very confusing.
I'm going to go up to people and be like, so I'm your demon.
Well, and then the thing is Jason immediately knows what the bullshit that I say, that I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, means. Oh, well, because of this and that, and I nominate AI. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I could have seen that coming. If I have fun, Jason will nominate me.
That's true. Jason's suspicious of you. I probably shouldn't talk to you because I'm going to get caught up in that shenanigans.
Dude, what's it even matter? Well, that's the thing about Jason is, well, he never stops being himself, and he never stops being suspicious of everyone, the wrong people.
You can keep talking. I just won't be talking back because I got to...
Yeah, I see. There's a person. I should have told her about her review. As a good can't stop review.
You like it?
Well,
I mean, for a 6-year-old,
sure, it's pretty good. she did seem like she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. We should definitely tell them that we were talking about our board game reviews.
Yes.
Because that definitely worked so well last time when we said that. Nobody actually cared at all. Dude, I don't know what's going. I don't know that I should be playing this game.
I don't know. I don't know if I should be tonight either. I'm a little tired.
After 27 hours of Werewolf, I'm a little drained.
Yeah.
Well, and then the power was out last night, so dude, it was so boring. I cannot express to you how boring it is with no internet. I couldn't watch YouTube. I just kept going out into the living room, and then I kept going back in my room. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. Glad I didn't live in pioneer times.
Oh, that's fair. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and see if anybody wants to tell me something. Unless you want to tell me something.
Yeah, I do. I want to tell you that I figured everything out, but I can't because I haven't.
Oh, that's fair.
Tell me something, dude.
I'm a good townsfolk.
Oh, good townsfolk.
The upper half.
The upper half.
How's that?
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
That's fair enough. That's more than you've told me.
That's correct.
Aha.
Jugan when he had a little too much to drink, so.
Yeah, Jugan was drunk.
I don't know if I
Was
feel
he?
good about being kicked out of my own room.
You got
That's
kicked
fair.
out of your own room, Scotty?
Well,
Yeah, get out.
They kind of wanted to chat without
Yeah,
me.
if you have a three-way, and then the two people that like you're in your
Yeah.
room, and they're like, we're gonna stay talking, get out of here.
It was easier just to leave my own room.
Yeah.
I will talk to Doug though.
Sure. I'll talk to you, Scotty. Why not?
I should probably come to you since they're.
Hey, Alex, you want to talk?
Yeah, I'll go to your room.
No, they're there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go to my room.
My room's the first one. If you want to, if you said yes.
Okay. Did I get out of this view?
What's going on? I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the energy to do this.
Well, the Majesty's getting info, so that's.
Well, so I'll tell you why I picked you, and that is that from my observation, you're a low information guy, and that's how I typically roll. Typically don't give a lot of information, and I haven't really talked to you a lot, except for when we were evil together, and I can't actually see if you're there because your video's frozen. So if you're hearing this, if you could verify that you're hearing this, okay, or not, that would be fine. Phenomenal content. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's been real. Happy New Year.
You wanted yesterday?
Sure. You can come to mine.
Sure.
Alex, that was a pretty good conversation we had.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. I was
Adele, I
about
wanna
to say
talk
only
to
the
you.
Majesty's
I'll talk
getting
to
info.
Candace. I'll talk to Candace.
You want to talk?
Andrea,
Queen
can I talk
Candace.
to Adele right quick and then I'll come talk to you? Do you
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you should go to Adele's room because looks like yours is still full with Jason's and Lynn's.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll come
my
to
best.
yours. Adele.
Can I be a part of that?
Chris,
I
Chris,
haven't
you want to
talked
talk?
to anybody just yet, so I've only talked to one person. I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk to
that's
him
fine,
first.
Kwame.
I'll let you know.
Your room?
Am I muted?
The light should already be on.
You're not muted.
Okay,
People are just purposely ignoring you.
that's fair.
So if Lynn died, then she could tell someone what her role was and see if the Majesty stopped getting information from that role.
She could publicly say her role, which would be
I just
helpful.
don't know how you do it, you know?
Well, you could publicly
How you
say
could-
your role, and then if the thing exists that gets your information, they could choose to use that, but they might feel like that's a waste since you're not even alive.
I guess, yeah, if you said it publicly, then the Majesty would know whether they stopped getting that info.
Well, so
They
well,
would
what I was
trust you
saying was
anyways. They would
that
trust
like
you anyways
if she
'cause you've
was
got
a village role, that she could say I am this, and then if the thing that checks for village roles picks her. But the thing is that then the Majesty would learn that role. It wouldn't. They wouldn't actually know that you had picked Lynn. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Unless you outed yourself. But the problem is, like, how do you even know who the Majesty is? And would you even want to go to the Majesty every day if you did?
And is the Majesty even
Chris,
good?
what are you doing?
Oh my God. I am sorry. I am so far off today. It's not even funny. I'm going right now in my room.
Wow.
Kwame, do you want to talk? Nope.
Oh, 15 seconds.
Wow.
Anyone want to whisper?
Oh, that's
This is your last chance.
Someone want to?
No.
Sure.
Not my room.
Well, mine's the top one. That's easier to find. Oh, it looks like we failed. No connection. Doesn't have the option to go to breakout rooms anymore.
I was.
Don't talk to him.
I will talk to whoever I please. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, let's get rid of Scotty Love. He's being aggressive.
Oh no.
Well, I have a better person than Scotty Love to get rid of based on info I just got.
We gotta wait.
No, we don't have to wait. It's not the day.
Oh.
It's not morning.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think that Scotty Love was.
Apparently.
Hold on.
But
Jason needs telling you to be quiet.
Jason, hold on.
we need to kill one of Guam.
No, shut it.
Jason,
shut up.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is day 2. So you have 8 minutes for discussion and nomination starting now.
Adele,
What did I do evil now?
We'll talk tomorrow, Candace.
You're playing this game. That's what you did.
There's a lot, Kwame.
Oh, is it because I went to talk to Scotty?
Who did you give your role to?
Me?
Yeah, who have you given your role to?
1, 2, 3, 4 people.
Call me. I want to talk tomorrow because I want to learn a role because then I know something.
Same role.
Who did you give
That's
your info
unlikely.
to?
That is important. Was it all the same role?
Did you give the same role each time?
Who did you give your info to, Guami?
Why?
It's just important. Who did you give your
To the
info
people who needed to know.
Yeah, it seems kind of unimportant.
How many people needed to know?
On day 1, only 1.
And that's the only person you gave it to?
Yo.
Why did you roll your eyes when I asked you that?
Because I was making sure.
I don't know if I trust that you only gave it to one person, and I don't know if I trust if you're good or
Well,
evil.
here's the thing. I will say, based on what I know about Guami, he's good, but he's sacrificial. I would rather kill someone else, but if we,
Yeah,
would you agree, Guami?
I could agree with that. What? I don't know why you want to kill a good player. How important is your role, Jason? Maybe we should kill you.
At this point, because my role
Okay.
is info, your role
Almost all the roles are more
now we
important
have
than
Slurm
or
off
Slurm. Who said he wasn't going to offer drinks anymore is offering drinks again, even though you said you weren't going to do it this round.
Yep, I did it. So go ahead and kill me.
I'll take it.
I would do it as a joke because nothing happened. Yahoo has already offered someone a glass.
Can I only do it once? What?
Oh,
It says
once per
once per
game?
day.
Once per
Once
day.
per day, not once per game. Once per day.
Yeah, once per day. Yeah.
The evil one is only once per game.
No,
It's also
No,
once
they're
per
both
day,
they're
but
both once per day. They're both once per day.
Guami's just a bad
I
storyteller.
thought it said once
Yes.
per game.
Oh, once per day.
So yeah,
I misread it.
Okay.
I'll take
Oh, it
it.
does say once per
Guami.
day.
Okay, so Guami took the glass from Yahoo, ring it, but nothing happened.
No, like about the glasses, like my thought is it's, it'd be, like similar to a snake charmer in SMVs. Like it helps give information, even as bluffing, it helps give information, because then you can see who's more hesitant in refusal. And I don't, for a good person, aside from the Majesty, perhaps.
Right.
Why
It's a
would
weird
we?
one.
And
It's a
so
weird
for that reason, I'm not going to offer anybody today. But if anybody wants to offer me anything, I will accept it.
Well, the problem
will
with that
offer
though
you
is that the
to
evil
offer
roll
me.
would kill you. So I don't know. I don't know how valuable it is.
So I can now say that a Yahoo is not the scoundrel.
That's
But there is
interesting.
one, right?
See,
Yeah.
look at that. I've that's awesome.
No,
Yeah,
Assuming that
24
people believe
rolls to go.
Guami.
then the evil who it is.
Well, if I'm evil, then I'm evil with Scotty and Adele. And you would be their fourth evil.
That is not necessary.
Don't bring us into your evilness.
If I was on an evil team, I would want it to be more than the Grimoire shows.
Rami, I agree with that. That I don't think all three of you and Scotty and Adele are evil.
Right.
You can't all three be evil.
But I have a slight suspicion that at least one of us is evil.
Yes, at least one and
One? Who?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a suspicion. It's not based on deduction. As
I
of yet.
believe another person can actually 100% confirm my goodness. I don't think that person should say anything, but anyway.
I agree. Guami is the harder one to confirm.
Correct, because he could have already known what he told us, and be evil.
Yes.
I agree.
yes.
Oh my god.
But it's not necessary that he's evil. It's just he's the harder one to confirm. That's what.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. That is true. You are right. It is harder to confirm. Well,
That's why I still think you're the best person this round, Guami, because we can't.
No, I'd rather figure out who killed Lynn.
The demon.
It could be the demon.
I think
might
that's
be
a
the
fair
demon.
assessment.
Got lucky.
I think.
too.
Did they get lucky though? That is
By
the
the way,
thing. I don't think they.
Yeah, they did get lucky.
all right.
One of them knows.
I think it was
Doesn't one of them know who you are?
Guami, I have another question for you.
Sure.
Besides round one, on day 2 talks, did you tell anyone your info?
I told them my role.
Did you tell them your info in day 2?
Why are you asking?
He likes to have all of the info.
Because I know.
Don't we all?
That's why I'm asking you.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Then I have to assume you're evil, and that one of the other 2 people are evil.
I would like to come out.
Well,
I am
you can
evil.
do that without saying. Like, that's weird. The way
Lynn-
you say that to you. Just
Lynn, you're dead. You can read me pretty well. Am I evil?
I don't know, Guami. The role that you gave me, you could be technically the demon.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It
that
could be
is true.
planned.
All right, if you want to kill me, I'm fine with you killing me.
You understand that what I've been saying, Kwame? Is Badada
Yes.
or whatever the hell it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's-
If you
I
think
would
I'm that,
still-
then you can go ahead.
If
and
we
kill me.
have to kill somebody, sure, we can kill Guami. But I'm
Alright.
thinking, could we not suss out something else?
We have nothing else to suss out. We have no info. We
I
have
think
no info.
everyone.
There are people with info.
I think everybody should offer
And
Guami
me.
a drink, and that way he can know that we don't have the
We don't have
the
a
scoundrel.
cupbearer.
You know,
How about this?
Hey, I want to say something out loud.
I'm after
I'm
Candace.
sorry, Scotty. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
You go first.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. As far as the eggs today, hens lay eggs, and I believe there's a fox in the hen house.
And if
That's
you
all
think
right.
I'm the fox, then you can go ahead and kill me.
I don't
didn't
know
say
what
you
that
were the
means.
woman. I
Oh,
just said I
okay.
would have said there's a
How about this?
Okay.
I know
house.
100% there's a scoundrel. There is a scoundrel. How about that?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, Scotty, I'll give you a drink tomorrow, and then if you drink it, you'll know it's not me.
How do you know that?
How do you know there's a scoundrel?
He doesn't want to spell it out because that gives all of his
How about
information.
why don't you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's impossible to know there's a scoundrel that was found. Based on everything.
That it's not impossible.
No, you're.
How about we just kill either like Adele or somebody else that's usually evil?
You know,
That's
if you
good.
nominate me, I'll say kill me, so you can go ahead. You know my.
Yeah.
That's what an evil soldier would do.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll
that
do
is true. That's what I was
regardless of
thinking.
My alignment.
I
How
actually
about this, Jason? I
just
happen.
go to bed.
I also think there's a rook in the game.
Okay.
I think we should just go to bed.
Wow, I don't.
Let's get some
What else
information.
do you think,
I
Scotty?
think we should kill.
And what else?
I do too.
I think that I don't know folks that are being brought up. I don't think they're.
No, that's why I want to focus on someone like Chris or Alex
Hmm.
or Michael.
Michael, I think, is good.
Why?
I have information supporting that.
So Scotty, what other information do you have? Just curious.
I'm pretty sure I've given up everything I know.
Then I believe you're evil at this point. You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why I think you're evil?
Sure.
Because I'm the queen and you didn't give a number, so therefore if you're bluffing as one of these stupid rolls, that's a thing. You didn't get a number. You didn't give a number.
Why would you come out with that?
Because it's the only way we're gonna get anything. Who cares? If I die, I'm useless. By the way, the numbers are 1, so either you or Doug are evil. One of you two, Candace. So there you go.
What did he say? He's the queen?
So either Doug or Candace.
So wait, you got one, Jason?
And it's Doug. It's Doug.
Well, whatever. One of you or Doug is evil.
I nominate Doug.
Wait, can I finish?
Hey.
And Scotty Love is
Candace nominates
No, because
Doug.
you just talking and I nominated.
Okay, Candace, give your place.
Okay. So according to information that came through the grapevine,
I lost my seat.
I'll say that. The information that was presented high up in the palace was that the queen had one evil neighbor.
Must you be
Jason's
cryptic about
claiming-
public information?
Huh?
Must you be cryptic about public information? Like he just said it.
I nominated. It's my chance to say why I'm choosing. I'm not even being cryptic.
I'm sorry.
I'm not even near Jason.
Well, let's all be quiet and let Candace talk.
Oh boy.
Candace, have you finished your case?
No, she didn't even get to say anything.
It actually started.
Wait, for now I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, Candace, you can unmute yourself and give your case. I have to keep the game going.
All right. So since Jason has now come out as the queen, okay, it has to be Doug. There was already some suspicion on Doug before this, some light suspicion. Now that this has come out, I've come out to a couple of people. They know who I am. It's got to be Doug. So Doug now, and especially since we already had that information, now Jason has come out as the queen. If he is in fact the queen, and Doug is the one who's his evil neighbor.
Hey, Doug, you can unmute yourself and give your defense.
It's not his neighbor.
If it's
Reread
true,
it.
if
It's the
true,
Majesty's neighbor.
No, it's not, Scotty. It's my neighbor.
So
No.
if one of Jason's neighbors is
How many of your alive neighbors? The Majesty learns how many of your alive neighbors are evil. Okay, so then
yeah,
we go
so that
find Jason.
means okay, so that
Where the hell is
That-
Jason's on the other
now-
side? So it's Candace or
So
Doug.
it's Candace. Candace is evil.
Yeah, because I
You
trust
have
Doug.
to kill Candace.
I'm
You
1,000%
kill
on Doug.
Candace.
Take time for permanent information.
So I have a few questions very quickly. So my question for Doug is, you got to give me something if I have to believe you, because if not, I have to believe Candace more based on the conversation I had with
Okay,
her.
so you want me to come out because I'm gonna die tonight no matter what, I guess?
You're gonna die, yep.
I was the prince. I am now the
Yeah.
Majesty.
Yeah,
And
way to go.
unfortunately now we're gonna have no Majesties for the rest of the
Give us
game.
your info, 'cause
I got one pawn, scoundrel, and Steven. There's my
one
info.
pawn, scoundrel, Steven. One pawn, scoundrel, Steven.
So I thought one in pawn was on the same line. I did not realize that was two different things.
One pawn, scoundrel, Steven. Hang on. I'm
Yeah,
writing this down
but
in case you die.
But Nom did not put the one on a separate line, so I thought it was one pawn, not one as in one of your neighbors is evil.
Something
So we have to
still
kill Candace tonight.
wrong. No, something's still wrong because it wouldn't be the same.
And guess what? This is why I did not want to drink, because I did not want to die randomly as the prince.
That makes
And now we're in the spot that we already lost, that we've now lost
What's
all
the
of
fourth
our
one?
information.
What's the fourth one? One pawn
Steven.
scoundrel one.
It's a Yahoo.
So here's the
Oh,
problem.
Steven,
How do we
isn't
make
it?
sense of
Yeah,
that?
okay.
So here's the
Jesus,
problem
just
with that.
a Yahoo would be better.
Here's the problem with that. The original Majesty didn't get 4 things. The original Majesty only got 3 things, and then Scotty was
Yes,
saying,
but
number,
Jason, remember, like the Rook's information only is valid if they pick the correct person that is a
Yes.
minion.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
whoever the Rook picked last night is the scoundrel.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
all 3 of them. The knight, the cardinal, and the
I
rook.
want more stuff. It's the only way we're gonna win this one because only
Okay.
one person gets info.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
a vote
but-
on Doug in 3,
Let's just
What-
kill
what's the fourth one?
Yahoo.
1. Starting your vote.
I'm not killing Doug.
No,
Killing
I'm not
Yahoo,
killing
I
Doug.
said.
I'm not killing Doug.
I
If someone's claiming
Makes
Majesty,
sense
I can't
that.
kill them.
didn't accept it. Like that makes a lot of sense now.
He could still be the Isbin
He could be, but then he won't die tomorrow if he's dead.
This is true.
Yep.
The problem about this is why he's not the Ispidad is because Lynn didn't talk to him. Lynn talked to 2 other people.
2 votes not enough. Doug is safe for a day. Is
Lynn
it
not
wouldn't
enough?
have
Yeah.
to kill him. She wouldn't have to talk to him at all if he was the Isbidad, and they get the
Oh,
same.
I heard a nomination.
Someone
I nominate
nominate Yahoo.
Candace.
Okay. Doug nominate Candace. Make your case, Doug.
So I'm nominating Candace because if one person is evil that's next to Jason, it's Candace. Because I'm not evil.
Okay, Candace, give you defense.
So here's the thing. Then, if you truly are the prince, then Jason is not the queen.
Well, we could kill both of you one at a time, and then we'll
No,
know.
we can kill him.
You.
I
kill
still
all of
got
us.
queen
Kill
information.
you.
What's the fourth
Can
information you got, Doug?
Jason's info become poison in any way?
Conspirator,
Me.
but there's no
Hey, Yahoo.
conspirator. There's no conspirator.
Because
Yeah, he could be.
But there is-
yeah,
there-
but
there
how
could
would
be
he
a
be
charlatan.
poisoned?
There could be a charlatan, and that could affect it.
Yeah.
oh
That's something
Time for
right.
permanent information.
oh that makes more sense.
No, there's
then.
no
Okay,
charlatan. There's no charlatan. Didn't we just?
there is.
Oh, charlatan.
I said charlatan, not conspirator, Jason.
They
would have to pick
report
on night one.
arbitrary
They would have to
info
pick on
to the
night one.
Majesty,
And
even
there
if
could
they're
be a
not.
Jabberwocky. Beats us.
What a fun script.
They would have to pick me both nights then, Adele, because both.
Did you get
I'm
you
gonna
got
start
one on
voting
both?
Candace in
Yeah,
3.
Lynn got a 1, and now he
2.
got a 1.
That is good information.
I'm voting yes on that.
Tonight, choose a player.
It
Any
was
good
double
player
one,
who
Adele. It was
chooses
double
them
one once.
I know.
is
I'm just
poisoned until dust.
Maybe. Oh.
But yeah, if we had the conspirator, there would be extra
yeah.
outsiders.
There's no conspirator. Just based on the claims that I'm hearing.
And
How
just
else
remember,
would he be drunk?
Whoever the
He's-
Rook
he's
is,
not-
you pick the scoundrel as well.
The charlatan is the only thing.
There's a
Or another
charlatan.
evil
Currently in the
person that we
time
need to
block.
kill.
If
But the
there-
charlatan would
Any
have to do it
other
twice.
nomination.
And
Which
I
whoever
don't
the Rook
understand
pick,
why we don't
do
kill
not
one of the 3
drink
people that haven't
their
said a word
cups.
yet.
10
So
seconds.
Because
the
all that
fourth
matters-
item was Steven. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yes.
And what role gives
And name a name, I'll
It's
nominate.
like the balloonist thing, and it means that I am either a townsfolk outsider demon or the
Lynn, name a name and I'll
Townsfolk.
nominate.
I'm a thing. I exist in the game.
Yahoo, because if you believe Doug, then
nominate a Yahoo.
Okay, Wami nominate Yahoo. Wami,
Okay,
your case.
players.
Lynn, would you like the floor or?
I just think if he's a minion, if Doug's info is correct, then if he's a minion, why are we killing? I'm just saying, like, Jason's info could be faulty in a way. I believe Candace is good. I just believe if Doug's info is good, then why not kill Yahoo if he's actually a minion? I just don't get it.
How are we knowing how are we getting to he's a minion again, please? Somebody explain to me.
Doug's info.
Thing we
Yeah,
don't know.
but how?
Okay,
How do we
so
know?
No.
Yahoo, your defense.
Okay, so
no,
first
they
of all,
get separate pieces of information.
Doug's information doesn't mean that I'm the minion. Okay, it's
They're
my
not
defense.
all one piece of information. That's why we were
So
confused.
now, when you mute
Lynn. There's
everybody,
three
I'll
different
do my
pieces of
defense.
information. They're all separate. They come from different
they're not
sources.
together? Oh, okay.
They come from different. That's why we were so confused.
Yes.
They're four
Exactly.
separate pieces of information that he has.
Okay.
They're all separate.
Everyone's mind blown.
Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
have
so
Yahoo's
confusing.
defense.
Yeah,
That makes more
so
sense.
at this point, it doesn't even sound like I'm really being suspected. What my defense was... Oh my goodness, I'm muted.
Okay, Yahoo, you have to unmute yourself.
Oh,
You
I
have to
see
start
that.
over.
So it doesn't actually sound like I'm super suspicious at this point. So what I will say is that Lynn has died. I don't know at this point. I'm very confused. I think I'm too tired to be playing. But if Lynn is very suspicious of me, I will come and talk to her, assuming that there's no way that a evil player would have died on the first night, and I will just explain to her what I am, and then maybe she won't want to kill me. But yeah, I'm not evil. And I don't know that I can give an impassionate argument because I'm super confused. And I have
I'm gonna pull a
zero
Jason.
information.
Tell us your role.
I am
Tell us
not
your
going to
role
do that.
now.
Okay,
No,
Scotty, I'm going to
don't do
come
that.
for you then.
Time for permanent information.
The information is everyone misunderstood, or most people misunderstood.
Yep,
You're
yep.
not on the chopping block.
Here's a question. Here's a quick question for Yahoo. One of you or Michael, if you're both good, one of you has to be an outsider. Could either one of you right now say you're an outsider? Michael, a Yahoo?
Jason, I think that you should really rethink
There's two
how
names.
you play this game.
Michael and Doug. Michael and Yahoo. There's two names already. And it's like the balloonist. So if you're both good, one of you needs to be a outsider.
I told Lynn that I would tell her. If she died, she's the only one I trust.
We'll talk tomorrow.
If they are both good, one of them has to be an outsider.
Not both Townsfolk, but if they're both good, then one's an outsider.
Yeah, and demon,
Right.
Jason, you might be the demon, so I'm not going to publicly say
I'm gonna
to
start
possibly the
vote
demon.
In 3,
Something for
2, 1.
I don't think the outsider should come out even if one of them is the outsider.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed.
not the emissary, therefore there's no reason to come out.
I do want to say this. If you think somebody is evil, you might want to be careful nominating all willy-nilly. Because like when I go back and look at this, Jason, you nominated Scotty day one. So if it turned out...
Yes, go ahead, Candace.
I didn't want to interrupt. I know you had to announce from the vote. I don't want to...
Yes, I'm going to count out. 2 votes not enough. Candace still in charge. 10 seconds.
It shows here that you nominated Scotty the first day, Jason. And so if by any chance...
If there's a Rook in play, they should nominate who they chose.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
Unless they've already been nominated.
Yeah, unless they've already been nominated.
Because see, if there was an emissary and they didn't come out, whoever nominated them is evil now.
But then the emissary would come out and say that.
With that, Candace is in the charm block. The
emissary is good.
Yeah, I shouldn't die, but whatever.
And the game continue. Everyone go to sleep, please.
The deep confusion continues. I don't like being outsiders. I have no information. I'm not even convinced that villagers know what's going on. I definitely don't know what's going on.
Okay, welcome back everyone. Dark Diary Reunite. This is day 3. You have 8 minutes for whispering starting now.
Great.
Doug,
Yahoo, let's talk.
Doug,
All right.
can I talk to you?
My room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rooms aren't open yet.
Oh shit.
Yahoo, you want to talk?
I wanted to talk to Lynn. If she is okay with you in the room, that's fine with me.
My room works.
Yeah, you could come.
Yeah, I'll
Doug,
go
can
to
you-
your room,
Can you
Jason.
give your information
All
again,
three
right
of
quick,
us.
Doug?
Okay.
I'm.
So I'm just gonna say I'm an outsider. If you don't want Adele to know that, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
the concubine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say
Yeah.
that to too many.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm saying. So I just thought I'd say that quickly before he got here.
Adele
So
shows up. Yep.
before
I think you all know what my role was.
No, I don't. Well, I'm assuming that you're saying you're the Majesty, but I don't. So I am tired, and I don't know what's going on, and a whole bunch of idiotic things have been said. So I don't even know what's going on. I have literally no information except for what's being shouted during the day, and I can't even follow it because there's too much. I've been keeping track of the useless drink bluffs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Yahoo's good.
Yeah.
The people I don't know anything about, and I'm concerned especially, is Andreas. Does anyone know anything about Andreas?
I don't know anything about anybody.
I don't know Alex, Andreas, or somebody, Chris too.
Yeah, those are the
So
three people I don't know.
if the
either.
usurper is in the play, have we already lost? Is that what's going on?
No.
Because
So
I thought
they lost me. They lost Doug.
Yeah. So the usurper says at dawn, evil wins if no majesties live. So no
If
majesties
we kill the
live.
usurper and there's no if there might be a pretender, who knows?
So, but if there is a usurper and the majesty and the prince are both dead, then we will lose tomorrow morning. Correct?
Assuming there's no pretender and assuming there's no Yisbadad.
Now, I am a little confused about that because the script says that there is one of the following in play: the majesty, pretender, or Yisbadan. But when I read Yisbadadan, yeah, well, that's so it actually doesn't say that. It says there is always, and then those three.
Yes,
So that means there is always. Well, I would read that exclusively or. Well, I'm a math person and I enjoy things to be specific, and to me that is more vague than I would like it to be. I interpreted that exclusively or, meaning one of these things will be and none of the other. But when you read Yisbadadan, it sounds like there would then always be either a pretender and a majesty. I don't know.
Now I'm clarified.
Well, I can't follow the clarifications until I understand the rules, which I can't. I process information differently and more poorly than most.
Adele, what are you?
So I'm done. I am what am I? I'm the scribe. My job is done. Whether my information is good, whether it's wrong, beats me. We'll see.
Oh, you didn't even know what your ability was.
Yeah, no, I know my ability. It's just I'm not awakened to be told anything.
Oh, that thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, wonderful. So you can die.
3 nights have passed. Yeah, I don't care. I always say I can.
Well, and that's the thing about the idiotic scribe information is it's not even as like the balloonist information is at least useful. You don't even know what three alignments
you're gonna get at least one evil player, but it's probably the minion.
So kill these 3 people, and then you'll have killed 1 minion. Like that's so stupid.
Alone, it's dumb, but when you the problem is not that. The problem is not that. The problem is there's a charlatan, and if one of the 3 knights they picked scribe, my information is garbage.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
Well, and then the other problem is that you actually don't get your information.
Yeah, it's the Majesty that gets it, and the Majesty transfers between people, so you have to trust all the people.
Yeah, it's a very problematic situation.
I know. So,
do you guys know
Ayaho, what are you?
It's up to you whether you want to say.
I told Lynn it's up to her. She's the one that you trust, so if she wants to share it, she can.
If you give me permission, then I'll say I'm.
Yeah, I don't mind. So here's my thing, and I get so frustrated because people try to railroad things. Like I don't have any idea if I should. I trusted you, so I gave you my information. If you think it's fine to tell Adele, then I don't care.
Concubine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing is that even if Adele was evil, he would have figured it out before I said it.
That's what I'm saying. If I were you, I would have killed you anyways and leave the Majesty with false information. But I'm not.
Yeah, like Guami came to me day 1 and said, "I'm the Herald and you're the Majesty." I'm like, okay. I don't think he'd be stupid enough just to.
Who said that?
As a demon.
Guami.
I
don't think so either. But I'm actually suspecting Scotty the most.
Yeah. But the other 3
like I will say I played a game of Werewolf with Scotty last night, and he is acting very similarly to the way that he was in that
Werewolf.
game, and he was evil in that game.
Yes, I know, because I did play as well, and I'm seeing the same social cues of werewolf.
Yep, and
So
also he
That
was
is why I'm suspicious of Scotty.
he was trying to play off the fact that I had cleared him in trying to allow bad information to create chaos, and yeah. So
I
that
do
being
think
said, I have
Scotty
no
is-
idea what's going on in the game, but that's my. I agree with that suspicion.
Yeah, but I highly doubt he's the demon. He's probably a minion. The demon, though, I think it's one of those three. I think it's Andreas, Alex, Chris. I think it's one of those three.
I actually agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Which one though?
That is, I have nothing on those three.
Okay,
So
so
I have to
maybe
figure
you
that
can
out.
share something with me. Being that this game is bizarre, assuming that we have a natural conclusion of the game, is it the same if we kill the demon, we win, or is there like twists that make it so that that's not?
If we kill the demon, we win. There's no backup.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
But I
Maybe
think
just
actually our best bet. What?
Just pick one of those three. If we think they're one of them is
Yeah,
demon, I would just pick one of
I
them.
mean, maybe, but I think actually Scotty's our best kill. If we are more sure that he's a minion, in case he's the usurper, we need to kill him.
That is true. We do. So that was what I said. Is if Lynn it was the Majesty and Doug was the Prince, then if the usurper's in play, we do lose tomorrow morning. That is correct, right?
Not necessarily. The demon could be Yipsil, or there could be a pretender. Or both.
Okay, something
So it's
weird
not
happened to your
necessary.
voice when you said that. Can you say that last little tiny bit again?
I said it on purpose because I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay, well,
we either have
there
that
was
demon.
Yeah. Well, it
or
was more
the
than that because
pretender.
I had internet lag and it came out like blah, 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 blah. Unless that's what you said.
Yeah. Okay. That is exactly what I said. So either Yipsidadin
Yes.
or pretender, or both. That is the other possibilities, and then we don't lose, even if the usurpers in the game, because they are
Who
considered.
can I ask
majesties
you
as
guys
well.
a question? Who did or not Doug Scotty talk to other than like Guami and like who
me?
did he talk to day one? And you?
He talked to me and Guami on day
Just
one. I don't know if
you
he talked
two.
to anyone else.
So you're pretty sure Guami's evil.
And no, I think Scotty is the evil one, not Guami. Guami is showing me good social cues, and I think Lynn can actually read him better than me. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
who were
I
the
think
three that
he's
you were
good.
sus on? Oh my
So
goodness.
I don't want to jump in on the conversation. Just saying, Lynn, we should talk in a moment. Might be important. See you in a bit.
you want to talk
Okay.
to Andreas, Lynn?
Do you want me to see if I can get information from extract them from?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Can
do
you
that.
ju-
You two talk.
Yeah, that's fine. Adele, can you just tell me the three names that you guys were suspicious on?
Alex, Andreas, Chris, and I'm suspicious of them because I have nothing on them, but also because the other claims seem quite solid, other than Scotty. Everyone else seems well. Jason, I'm not sure of Jason, but Scotty seems.
Okay, well, I talk to
and
Chris
Guami seems
every day,
good.
and I have nothing on him.
That's always the worst decision to talk to Chris. You're just wasting your time.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. No, I don't think it's the worst decision. Because, yeah, I disagree.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It's not terribly useful, but at the same time, I don't think going... it's better than going and talking to Jason, because if you go to talk to Jason, immediately you say something dumb and he gets you killed.
That is fair. And Candice claims food taster, and she said she picked... I can't remember who she picked first, but she picked me second, which wouldn't do anything, so that was a waste. But I do think she's good.
So, and you think Jason's bad?
No, I don't know. The
Well,
charlatan.
Candice or Doug, both of them can't be
No,
good.
the charlatan, the stupid charlatan could be.
Oh my goodness, why do there have to be so many things? I don't even understand.
I know. It's still. I need more information. I still don't have enough.
All right.
This was evil.
No, she wasn't.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, I'll talk to you the next day.
I think the queen's a bluff roll.
It's not a bluff roll, Scotty. And if you really believe that, then I can't trust you at this point. But anyway, we just so everyone knows.
Jason, add Doug to that.
Add Doug.
Okay,
Okay.
hold on.
Doug, let me say it was Alex.
Okay.
Hold on, everyone. Okay, welcome back, everyone.
I'll talk to you about it later.
This is day 3.
Okay,
you
I
have 10 minutes for discussion and nominations.
Can I ask? Can I just not ask? Can I just tell my info before anyone interrupts me?
Yep.
So, I got Michael as being the knight as my information on the only time I got information, night 0, whatever. And someone else just came
You have
out.
to split it up, Lynn.
It's split up. It's not Michael
You
as
have
the
to
night. It's
split.
Michael and the
AP,
night.
sorry.
It's
Michael
3
and the
different
night.
pieces of information.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Jesus, I'm so freaking confused with this. Okay.
So you got Michael, Knight, and 1.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Everything's good now. Everything's good in
Okay.
my world.
Anyway,
Good.
I have info that goes with I have info that goes with that.
Okay.
The night. So the night. Sorry, I just found the Rook, and the Rook who found the scoundrel yesterday. Yesterday they picked Michael. Michael is claiming cupbearer, so clearly Michael is not the cupbearer and is actually the scoundrel and bluffing cupbearer. So Michael's the one we need to kill next.
Okay, wait 1 second. Who did Michael give the cup to? Because he did give it to someone, I believe.
He tried to give it to me the first night.
I tried to give it to Doug, who didn't accept it. And then night 2, did Michael give a cup?
No, I didn't.
He did not. So Michael is claiming cupbearer, but he's not the cupbearer, he's a scoundrel. Michael, you want to give me the cup? I'll drink your cup right now to prove it if you want.
I offer a cup of mead again to Jason.
Okay, I'm not taking it because I know you're evil, but thank you.
Why did you waste that? Because you could have actually proven something.
Yeah. Could have given it like to someone else who doesn't get any info anymore. I would have taken it.
No, I don't get info either. We don't get info.
Well, then you should have taken it. It was a waste.
Guami might have taken it.
I would have
Most of
taken
us
it,
trust
and
Guami.
then I would have proved that I'm not.
That was a waste.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway.
They're waste by the fake queen. Yeah.
Well, it's not me that this info is coming from. This info is coming from the Rook. The Rook.
Well, I don't care. That was a waste of info because you literally take a day of information, said I'll drink it, and then you didn't, and that was a waste.
Well,
no way you parse it.
There's no reason for anyone good to die right now when we already got.
Well, that's fine. It was no reason for you to waste info either.
Okay. Anyway, the Rook picked Michael yesterday. The Rook picked Michael yesterday. Whether you all believe it or not, the Rook picked Michael yesterday.
Wait, last night or the day before, Jason?
The day that you got scoundrel, the Rook picked Michael. That's the answer. So if Michael's claiming cupbearer, he's not the cupbearer. No, I wasn't going to kill myself for real.
That's fine. I don't care. I just don't like you taking that off the table.
If my information is correct, Doug, then that works out as well. Then
I'd rather Guami have drank it to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's not accidentally.
Why if we kill him? Why are we going to sacrifice a good person for no reason? There's no reason to sacrifice.
Okay, then for everybody that has ever died by the Virgin's an idiot.
I nominate Jason.
I don't think that's.
Mute everyone. Okay.
So.
Okay. Scotty has nominated Jason. Scotty, unmute yourself and give you your case.
I believe both of the people next to Jason are good. Simple as that. Based on, I know Doug 1000% is good. My conversations with Candace make me believe she's good. She wanted to just end the game and start over because of confusion. So I don't believe that either person next to Jason is evil. It's mine.
Right. Jason, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, so instead of going by gut feelings, I'm going by actual information. So Lynn's information isn't just a gut feeling, it's actual information. Lynn got 1 Michael Knight. The 1 comes from me, which means one of Doug or Candace is evil. The Michael comes from the Squire, which means that Michael's one of the 4 things, because it's like a balloonist. The Knight means that the Knight picked themselves to confirm they were the Knight. That answers the Knight question. Then Doug on day 2 got another 1, which means one of Candace or Doug was evil, which is lined up with me. Then he got a pawn, which I know that the pawn picked themselves and is actually the Cardinal. I know that already. And I'm not going to say who the pawn is, but I know that the pawn is actually the Cardinal and picked themselves. Then the Rook picked the Scoundrel, and the Rook picked Michael, like I've been saying. And then a Yahoo, who I do believe is good at this point, is actually good because Michael is one of the minions, which Michael and a Yahoo are 2 of the people that the balloonist or Squire or whatever you want to call in this game got. So therefore, everything is Michael and nothing other than Michael. And I know the pawn picked himself, and I trust the pawn, even if the pawn doesn't trust me.
And the other thing too is the queen can't.
Kwami's got his hand up.
Yep.
He's had his hand up for me.
Yeah. So yes, there's queen information from both people. I think that the information was just poisoned is all, but I do think Jason is the queen.
Anyway, so continuing on with that, my other logic at this point, I'm just going to say it now just in case, is that whoever the knight picked in turn 2 is clearly not a townsfolk, whether they're an outsider or whether they're a minion or a demon. Whoever the knight picked in turn 2, since we didn't get a good roll in turn 2, whoever the knight picked in turn 2 is also going to be a minion or demon, or possibly outsider. So
or an outsider,
again,
demon or outsider.
I'm trying to help the good team as much as possible. I'm trying to piece together the info because we're not getting any more because we don't have any more Majesties left in the game. So we got to piece together with what we got, and we got to use our knight. We got to use everything we got and try to get checkmate on this bad guy. Anyway, so Michael is the much better kill because the Rook did pick Michael. Therefore, Michael is the better kill than me.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Great case.
I already have give time for permanent information, and then Jason give a second defense. So I'm gonna start on Jason.
There could be that charlatan in play too.
Yeah. I think the charlatan is the other minion, and they picked Jason both nights.
Both nights.
That makes total sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, how would you have the same number each night?
They don't pick Jason.
I think Candace and Doug are both good.
Yeah.
They pick the queen, not Jason.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so even if they pick me both nights, still Michael makes the most sense. Does everyone agree with this, or does anyone?
Yes.
Well,
so I nominate Michael.
It doesn't make sense that Jason was picked two times. So if the role Candace is claiming is right, though.
Jason nominates Michael. Give your case, Jason.
So there's multiple information that points to Michael being bad. At this point, not only did he show up in the Squires thing against a Yahoo, who I'm assuming is claiming townsfolk, even though I haven't talked to him yet. Also, the Rook picked Michael the night that Scoundrel showed up with Doug. So therefore, Michael's got to be a scoundrel. I don't think there's any other option, because if I was poisoned, then there can't be all this poison going around anyway. So Michael
There can be, because they poison two at the same time.
Well, of course they can be, but what's the likelihood that
it's actually quite likely because they pick the role. They don't pick the player. They pick the role, not the player. So they know which role.
Yeah, it's quite likely if they pick
it's very likely.
Like 30%.
Actually.
No, there's no drunk. The charlatan picked two roles, so he obviously picked you both times.
Could be wrong.
And then there's somebody else that was picked as well.
I would think the charlatan would pick the queen and the rook.
Yeah, because you want to hide.
Yeah, it's very likely. It's very likely.
I don't think
you want to hide the minions and the evil. That makes sense. That makes
it's
perfect
more likely
sense.
than it is not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe that.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's.
Michael,
it makes sense to me.
Have you given your defense yet? You can unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Michael.
Unmute yourself, Michael.
I haven't said anything, but Adele and Candace have done a pretty good job in my defense, so I'll go with that.
Okay, could I just add something now? There's no other better.
Time for permanent information.
The permanent information is there's no other better kill this turn, though. We don't have suspicions on anyone, so this is the only kill that makes sense. Regardless if everyone was poisoned and all of it's wrong, there's no other kill that makes more sense at this point.
And he also claimed not just Cupbearer, he also claimed Knight. So.
Oh, he also claimed Knight and claimed Cupbearer. He's claimed a bunch of different roles. He's been doing weird things. Yeah, there's no other thing around it at this point.
Knight, Andreas?
You claimed Knight. That's the information that I got.
No, I never claimed Knight.
No.
I
was mistaken on that. I was mistaken on that.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna start with Michael in 3, 2, 1.
No. The information doesn't actually line up with Michael. There's some information you don't know, Jason.
It doesn't. We need to restart. I'm sorry. Throw the whole game away. Throw the whole game away.
Just oopsie daisy.
Well, I guess it doesn't.
Throw it away.
Kill again, Adele.
3 votes not enough. Michael is safe for a day.
I nominate Scotty.
Okay, Steven nominates Scotty. Make your case, Steven.
I don't know. If somebody else wants to make my case, they can.
I'll make the case, I guess. There is a good likelihood that the charlatan is the information of the pawn. It doesn't have to be actually the pawn picking themselves. It could be a charlatan just choosing one of these that pick the outsider. what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but you know the one.
The
Cardinal. The Cardinal. It's possible. And the social cues that I'm getting from Scotty, which obviously I'm not the greatest social cue reader, but just the social cues is telling me he's evil. I don't know why. There's so many. Like, I've played werewolf with him in the past few games yesterday, and it's matching up.
Even though he's gone against me, I don't
Scotty, your defense.
Yeah, I think my role's been very clear. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, the only reason I picked Jason was not just because of suspicion. It was also that he wouldn't drink the cup. But I do believe Jason's puzzle is all correct. So I'm not suspicious of Jason. I'm way more suspicious of Michael than myself, but he's off the block. So if I had to pick somebody, I'd pick Alex or Chris, because I just don't know. I used my information on a Yahoo last time, but I'm also not a bad kill. Guami's not a bad kill, and Adele's not a bad kill. But I'd rather find evil people.
I have information.
Time for permanent information.
I have information to add. Scotty's been after me the whole game, but there's no way he's not the pawn and he's not the cardinal. Unless someone wants to claim cardinal right now and say they pick someone else, Doug is clearly the prince. So Doug did get pawned. So everyone can't be poisoned. So therefore, he's got to be the pawn who picked himself in the cardinal. There's no other way around it because Doug actually got pawned. And you can't say that all these people are drunk. So I'm not going to vote for Scotty, and instead I want to vote for Adele if someone wants to nominate Adele next. Because he was the one who said, let's not kill and this and that. And he defended Michael for whatever reason, saying that everyone must be drunk. But I can't be drunk, and Scotty can't be drunk, and everyone can't be drunk. And if I'm drunk and the Rook is drunk, then Scotty's not drunk. And Scotty, unless someone wants to claim cardinal right now and say they picked someone else, then we have to believe that he's the pawn and clearly picked himself. We gotta agree to that at this point. There's no other logic. Unless drunk too.
Andreas had his hand up. And
I think the better kill would be Alex for this round.
Let's start a vote on Steven.
No.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, I will explain after the vote. That was.
He said that we were voting on me. That's why I said no.
Oh,
Okay. I think if Alex, Andreas, or Chris is an outsider, it's a good idea to come out now.
Yeah, please.
I am not.
Can I bring up one other
outsider? Are you an outsider, Alex?
No. Alex, are you an outsider?
There has to be another one.
Okay. No.
Let him speak, guys. We asked a question and everyone talked. Alex, are you an outsider?
He's not. He's not.
It's not. Okay. I picked him as knight in the second night, and there was no info going to Doug. So he's either an outsider or an evil person.
He's
okay.
So somebody nominate Alex, I think.
I nominate Alex.
Hey, Wami nominate Alex. Give your case, Wami.
People are pointing that he might be evil. I haven't talked to him. Let's hear what he has to say.
Okay, Alex, your defense.
I'm the one that gave Jason the Rook information.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you want to kill me, that's fine, because I think a charlatan would be likely messing my info up. So,
yeah.
Someone else has kind of claimed Rook as well.
I have a few questions here very quickly. And I'm just being honest. There's no reason that all of us don't come out with roles at this point because no one's ever getting more information. Because it's
not a question.
No, there is a. I will come out with my role, Jason, but I'll tell you why there is a reason. So I'm the concubine. That's why I was looking for the second outsider, because I know there's two outsiders. I wanted to make sure no one doubles claim, and no one did.
You're
so
not
therefore, I
the
am with you.
There is
You're not the scribe.
I'm not.
Oh,
scribe.
there's scribe information.
Just leave it alone for now, Scotty. Leave it alone now.
Time for permanent information.
Wait,
Yeah, starting vote on Alex.
you're claiming night now?
What?
Hey, starting
But
vote.
basically, there's only two outsiders. Therefore, it's me and Scotty. If no one else is double claiming, so I'm with Scotty again. I just wanted to make sure. That's why I went with all that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. You can die now, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so we can kill Adele. Adele's
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think Alex is a. Oh, whatever.
It's too late.
Wait.
Adele's a better.
Is not enough. Alex is safe for a day.
Here's why.
10 seconds.
Because he could be lying at that, and Lynn could have been possibly the drunk, the lunatic.
Oh, I missed the vote.
Is anyone going to nominate Adele, or are we not going to?
I don't. At this point, we don't need to kill him. We don't need to kill Adele.
Somebody should nominate. I already did.
If we don't kill, we're just going to get picked off one by one.
I don't know why you guys
Okay,
didn't.
but so we
There's
gonna help
no
Amy
execution.
kill us?
Everyone go sleep, please.
Okay.
Oh, this is dumb.
Yep. Terribly stupid.
Restart. Throw the whole game away. Throw the whole game away.
So apparently it's not that big of a deal if I come up with my roll at this point, because I make the Majesty drunk, which the Majesty's done. However, Adele claimed it. I guess he doesn't care if he dies. There potentially could be one, which I think means Scotty was claiming Outsider. I have no idea, though. If Scotty's claiming Outsider, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on at all. Alright, I'm gonna hit pause.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is day 4. Andreas died during the night.
Oh shit.
Gil has 8 minutes for whispering.
Michael.
Adele, can I have a quick talk?
Please offer me a
Let me
cup.
in my room, please.
I'll talk with you, Ayahu, and Chris. How about that?
Okay, that's fine.
Dan and Guami. in
My room's at the
room.
top. It's easy to find. Let's do
I'll
that.
go in your room,
Nice.
Candace.
Who are you talking to
Guami,
first,
you
Adele?
too.
Both of us.
No, I would like to say that I think Yahoo is evil. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I think Alex is evil.
If you're not the Majesty, right?
Nope.
Okay, then I just did that Yahoo in case there was a pretender.
Yeah, no, I totally understood why you did what you did. And I also, dude, okay, I am very exhausted and I have no idea what's going on, so I'm totally useless. But I like what you did.
And there's no pretender because I wasn't killed. If the evil people suspected there was still a Majesty, they would have.
What would they have known? Would they know if there's a pretender?
So they would know if they had the usurper, which is possible. If they had
So
the
there still
usurper and
could be a
not winning.
pretender, because the fact that you didn't die doesn't guarantee it, right?
It doesn't guarantee it, but because Alex is not claiming.
Evil.
Majesty, Chris
Evil doesn't think that there's a pretender. Is your point?
Yes, and I don't think either, because Chris is not claiming that he's the Majesty, and therefore there is only 2 outsider claims.
Do you trust Chris?
Cannot be.
I would.
It doesn't matter if I trust him or not. He's either evil or he's not the outsider. That's the point. That he's either evil or he's not an outsider. He's not a good person lying. He's not an outsider lying. That's my point. He's not lying as an outsider.
I much rather good people that lie.
Yeah, I know, but therefore we have to conclude that Scotty is good because there's only 2 outsiders. There is only 2.
Is Scotty been claiming outsider? I don't even know what he's claiming. I don't know if you want
He's
to.
claiming pawn. He's claiming pawn, and because he's claiming pawn, and we have a concubine, and there's no other claim of outsider, unless someone is playing it very poorly, we have to conclude that Scotty and the other outsider is good.
Okay.
Where do we go from there?
Jason thinks you're bad, so maybe I shouldn't trust you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
Andy thinks Yahoo was bad earlier. Why am I in the room with you two?
Yeah, so.
All right, Chris, you can leave.
Are we all defecting? Is that the deal?
The main reason is that I wanted to ask you if you are the Majesty.
Yeah, get out of here, Chris.
Fine.
Then there's nothing else, unless you want to come out with your role.
He doesn't.
I don't.
Yes,
believe
but
Alex.
Yeah, that's your role, the non-believer.
The non-believer of Alex.
That's not a role.
That's what I'm going out with because it's important information and it should be shared that Alex is wrong.
It just sucks because we have 7, 8 people and no one's getting information.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Right.
Well, I don't know how.
Right?
I don't know how
everybody's expendable because we don't know.
There's no Majesty.
Well,
Nobody's
it's super
giving
weird
information,
because
so we're all expendable.
if the information's correct that I'm hearing, it's super, like, we've done an incredibly bad job Like as a town, we were awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
need to talk
would like to
Andreas.
talk to you, Adele, when Chris is not here. So
Okay,
I'm not
Chris,
saying get out of
Okay.
here, but if you would do that,
Chris,
that would really make me happy.
But if you just leave, yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
don't
But
get out, just
mark
leave.
mark my words. Alex is evil.
That's
Okay,
fine. I have
believe-
it. I have it
I'm
marked
pretty
down
sure.
that way already anyway, so you don't need to convince
Oh,
me.
okay, cool.
Okay, so
Well, the problem that I'm having is this whole like Jason, Doug, Candace debacle. Do you think it's plausible that they're all good?
I think Candace is good. She just her social cues seems good, and Doug has to be good just based on his claim and the death. And then Jason's the tough one. I've yet to.
I actually have Jason marked as good, but even when he's good, he's a liability.
I know, and I do think because there is no, whatever the hell.
Because
It's
he
called,
thinks that the
conspirator.
puzzle is like his to solve, and he doesn't get that.
I
Like
know.
sometimes he doesn't do it right.
Yeah, sometimes it's an understatement, but because we don't have a conspirator, a charlatan is almost.
So what do you think about Chris? Do you think he's good? Well, you said it doesn't matter. Now that he's gone, can you tell me?
It doesn't matter.
It still doesn't.
I actually do not know.
Do you think?
I was suspicious of Andreas, and apparently he's good.
What do you think about Scotty?
He has to be good. He has to be good.
Okay.
Unless someone is playing it very poorly, and then I'll just blame on them when the game ends.
Well, what about Alex? Alex seems sus too.
Yeah, Alex is my go-to kill, but I think I might die just because people are suspicious of me, so whatever.
You think we might kill you? Is what you're saying?
I think the town is gonna kill me, whether you are part of it. I don't know, but I think the town is gonna kill me because Jason. People for some reason listen to Jason, so beats me why they do, but they do.
Yeah, he always outs information, and oftentimes all of his theories are wrong. Yeah. It's not great.
And the way I play is that if someone is just, I mean, I said this before. If he wants to kill me, I'm just gonna allow the town to decide whether.
So it actually doesn't matter if I die anymore, right?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't, based on the fact that they didn't even try to kill me. So I think they're not worried about a Majesty. We know there's no Majesty based on the outsider claims.
So there's 2 outsiders, not 4, right?
There's 2. There is 2. Therefore,
so that
we cannot have a
does rule out that one thing. The conspirator.
Does. Sadly, it does.
Sadly?
It rules out the conspirator, but it also rules out the pretender, sadly. That means we definitely do not have a Majesty anymore. And we're just
How does it rule out that?
Because one, you're claiming Concubine and Scott is claiming Pawn, unless he's doing this in genius play and he's actually the pretender. But he's probably...
Why would he do that?
Exactly. There is no good reason to do it, which is why he's probably just the pawn.
Okay. So I will say...
That's why there's no...
That I love this game, and I'm exhausted, and I don't think that I can play this game when I'm exhausted. Like, literally, it's like, could you please spoon feed it to me, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Because, clearly, there are things that make sense, and you're probably wasting all of your time here, like, teaching me stuff that I should already know.
No, I'm lost just as much. I think, I don't know how I feel.
Well, there's 8 people alive. It seems like if we were to pull ourselves up, we'd be able to figure this out.
What's the point? The Herald?
Well, we do need to kill every day, that's for sure.
We do, but we're doing blind kills at this point based on 2 information that might have been charlatans. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I don't know. I'm not even...
The fact that Jason messed up with the Caber sucks.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I don't understand is why we outed all of this information and got everyone killed like that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, because of Jason, we literally got Doug killed, and if he was the prince, that was horrendous.
I know. And what we have to do is, before killing Alex, is we have to get Jason to drink from Michael's cup again, because he refused last time.
Well, and I did think very strongly that was a mistake. Because, like, okay, so Jason's saying he's the queen. He's actually not a useful role, correct?
I know. It doesn't make sense. Exactly what you said. If this is useless, if this is a bad idea, the version was always a bad idea. It's the same thing.
Yes.
The same concept.
Yes. All right.
Now, obviously, it's not as confirmed because there's a scoundrel, but still,
well,
it's
that
really
is
good
true.
Information.
Yeah.
So I think Jason should drink it regardless, and then we either kill Alex, or if Jason sways the folks, then we kill him.
If Jason dies, then we would kill Michael, and either way, we've killed an evil player, right?
That is true. If Jason dies, we kill Michael. So we do that. If Jason rejects the drink, I'm gonna kill Jason. I'm gonna go.
It's fine.
I wasn't visited last night. I had to text. No, I'm just. But I guess if the Majesties are dead, then that roll doesn't work.
Scotty, were you visited?
I got visited anyway.
Scotty got visited. I'm so confused. Some people are saying they visited. People are saying they weren't visited.
It would make sense that they were
Maybe they're
visited
liars.
because
Right. Hold on. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is, let me see, day 4.
Day
The day
Day 4.
haven't started yet.
Michael, do your thing.
4.
Yes.
Hasn't started yet. Now it started.
You will have, you have 8 minutes. Or no, I'm gonna do 10. 10 minutes for discussion and nomination starting now. Okay.
All right. I'm offering my glass of mead to Scotty.
Hey, Michael's offering the glass of meat to Scotty.
I down it in one gulp. Whoosh!
Okay. So Scotty took the glass of meat from Michael and rang it, right? You accept it?
Absolutely. One swallow.
Yeah. And and after have a big sip of meat, he just, oh, this very delicious meat. And he asked Michael, is this homemade, Michael? Is this homemade meat?
It's home brewed. In the
script.
Yeah. So it's homebrew. So Michael is very confident that Scotty is going to love it. But then Scotty started adding words, and he throw up, and then he just throw to the ground. And then this time Michael stand right next to Scotty and look down to check if Scotty is dead or not. And oh no, Scotty has stopped breathing. Scotty died.
There you go, Scotty. There's your answer. I said it last turn and no one wanted to vote with me.
Well, you said he was good a while ago.
I didn't say he was good. I said...
You absolutely said he's clear to the scoundrel.
It's Michael and Chris. It's Michael and Chris because Chris obviously lied about the Rook. So it's Michael and Chris.
Or Jason and Michael.
Then.
What do you mean, or Jason and Michael?
Because you came back and said he's clear to the scoundrel. You said absolutely he's clear to the scoundrel.
Well, that's because I thought I was told that Chris lied about his role, which is what I was sussing out. I don't know why you took a drink without letting me explain what I was just.
I wanted to prove it.
Okay, well now we proved Michael's bad, but Chris is worse.
Well, hopefully we keep Michael around so I can drink something tomorrow, because that looked like a lot of fun.
Anyway, there's a double claim. Alex did pick Michael and got scoundrel. Chris is claiming he picked Alex when the scoundrel happened, so therefore Chris is the one lying.
Chris do you think I was like poisoned then on the second night?
No. The poison is either the role that we don't have, the conspirator, or the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky doesn't seem like it's.
Anyway, the only thing that makes sense is killing Chris because he double claimed Rook and he's not the Rook.
Why is it charlatan?
I don't know why every time I play, somebody double claims my role. For once, it's not Wami.
Well, Chris, it might be because you don't give any information, so people don't think it's in play.
That's fair.
Might be a terrible strategy that you have.
I agree. I agree. Chris is a good kill here.
I disagree, Adele. Thank you very much.
Anyway, I nominate Chris. And
yes, I nominate Chris.
So, Jason, you say I was charlatan.
I'm gonna mute everyone.
That's why.
Okay, Jason, you can unmute yourself and then give your case.
Forgetting about the Knight's info for a second, let's just look at the Rook info. And the reason I nominate Chris is because one Rook, Alex, said that he picked Michael. And then sure enough, Michael is the scoundrel. The other Rook, Chris, claimed that he picked Alex. Or he claimed he didn't pick anyone on night 0. Then he picked me, then he picked Alex. So therefore, I would have been the cupbearer, bad cupbearer, scoundrel, whatever, in that case. But I'm not, clearly. So therefore, whatever Chris said when he only picked 2 people and didn't pick someone on night 1 and then didn't get seen again and whatever, Chris is lying about being the Rook. Michael is the scoundrel, so Michael, we don't care about it at this point. No one's ever going to drink from him. We got to kill the demon. Chris might be the demon. He's the much better killer. If he's not the demon, we know Michael's bad. But either way, Chris is the one we got to kill.
Okay, Chris, you can unmute yourself and give your defense.
Alex is lying about the Rook. He's not the Rook. I don't know what happened with the 2 nights. All I got was, and it could have been Jason and then Alex. I could have been mistaken on if it was night 0 or 1, whatever. But that's the bottom line. Jason, this hurts. No, it's okay. I'm just a rook, and none of my information is going to matter anymore.
For everyone to talk.
I wasn't done.
Chris, did you get woken up last night?
No, I haven't been woken up since 2-3 nights ago. I have a hard time keeping count. It was 2-3 nights ago.
I just want to know about last night.
No, not last night.
Alex, were you waking last night?
No.
I know.
I had to text Nam to see, to say what I wanted to do. But after you think about it, if both Majesties are dead,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, he should still, because that's too much information to give that.
Yeah, nothing has ever been confirmed in blood on the Clocktower. Why would suddenly things be 100% confirmed?
Well, I'm just saying, if it could have slipped Nam's mind.
Does anyone not believe that Michael is now the evil scoundrel?
Okay, I'm going to start a vote on Chris. 3.
Yes, I believe.
Then we gotta vote for this.
Yes, I'm voting.
Then we have to vote for this. If we believe that Michael
agree.
is the scoundrel, we have to vote for this. It's the only thing that makes sense.
And this is why I didn't drink his drink the first night.
I would have preferred Guami to drink the drink over Scotty, just because I know Guami's role. But
Alex, did you wake up before that?
Yes.
Yeah, I've woken up every night except last night.
Okay.
Four
Then that
votes
makes more
is
sense
enough.
than Chris.
Chris is currently in the charming block.
I will nominate Alex.
Okay, Chris nominate Alex. Make your case, Chris.
I'm the rook. The end. He's not. That's all. That's all I got. It seems open and shut to me. Obviously, it won't to anybody else, but that's okay.
For me, it looks a little bit like Chris and Alex might be both evil ratting Michael out as a cover, but it doesn't make sense for me because I believe Candace is evil as well, and then we have too many evils. But
Alex, can you do defense?
Yeah, I chose Jason, Michael, Doug, Adele. But my thinking basically is if we have the charlatan in the game, I don't know if you can trust my info or Jason's.
Michael is the evil one. Michael's
Come on, he just
well,
said
you gotta have.
He just got 4 people, and he said he didn't wake up every night. That's perfect 4.
He probably doesn't remember, but he did. He obviously did wake up every night because he got 4.
Well, I did the last one by text.
Okay.
Did you say you woke up and
he did say he did it by text. He said he did it by text.
Yeah,
he did wake up every night.
I'm just saying I wouldn't trust my info.
No, we're not voting for you, Alex. It's
Okay,
fine.
I'm going to time for permanent information.
I do
You're
have
voting
information.
for me.
I do have information, guys. So, is there any explanation why Chris wouldn't wake up 3 times in a row if he's the rook?
No.
No,
but I'm confused that Michael says he chose that Alex said he chose Michael on the first night, but the info about the scoundrel came out on the second.
No, he chose me on the first night. He chose me.
No, he chose Jason first, then Michael. Jason.
I
Michael,
feel like that's a cover. I feel like that was a cover. That's what I was expecting him to say. That's why I was laughing earlier.
It doesn't
Grace,
matter.
I'm
Is there
not
any
evil at all.
explanation? The point is
It
there
does
any
matter,
explanation to
Adele.
Chris's claim? I know, but is there any explanation to
No,
Chris's
no.
claim?
Okay, I'm
Then
starting
Chris
vote.
is the better kill for now.
3,
That is it.
2, 1.
I would just like to also point out that if I was the demon, which I am not, what was I going to say? I would know if the rook was in play or not. So why would I have chosen play rook if he was the rook?
It's me, Chris,
Hey,
but the
Aku,
rook
why
has
are
to
you
wake up.
voting?
Well,
It
that's
doesn't
fair.
matter.
I'm just pointing it out. That's all.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
Alex.
feel like you don't
That's fine.
think that Chris is evil.
Maybe you're a
3
minion.
votes,
Yeah,
not
maybe.
enough.
No, I thought it was
Chris
helpful
is
to
Maintain the
block.
integrity of your bromance.
I thought it was helpful to keep the evil people voting. It looks like Michael and Chris are evil to me.
Yeah, we knew
But
that.
That's fine. It's fine, Jason. I'm sorry about my idiotic not understanding and being exhausted. I apologize for even being in your presence.
No, it's all right. I was just,
Before we go further, can anyone explain me why anyone would trust Candace to be good? Because that
No
doesn't
one does.
go into my head.
no one does.
No one
If
does.
if she is
Okay.
evil, how does that change what we're doing right now?
I nominate Michael.
I'm just saying
Wait,
that she's
Steven,
like
nominate
in rooms
Michael.
with everyone every day, and I don't know why.
Steven, give me your case, please.
Are you mad because I didn't talk to you yesterday? Is that what this is?
It's
Of
my case
course.
time, Candace.
No,
It's okay. I forgive you.
weird.
You talk. I talked in your
I'm
time,
so
so I forgive you.
jealous. I just don't even know what to
Steven,
say.
give
just
you
all-
Grief.
I
I'm
can't.
so scorned
give
in
your
this
case,
group.
please, Steven.
So
Unmute
I think it's painfully obvious that either Michael or Scotty is evil.
Yep.
Scotty died, so either Scotty was evil and is dead, or Michael is evil. So I feel like we should kill an evil player. I realize that if Chris is the demon, that he's the person to go after. But I'm just saying, if we kill Michael, then definitely an evil person died today, and I think that's good. And I'm like way exhausted, and that's my logic, and that's what I'm doing.
He's the other evil person, so let's
Okay,
kill Chris.
Michael, your defense.
So I'm content killing Chris.
You're muted.
Yeah, I don't
Look
mind
at
if you
that attitude, Scotty.
if you guys want to kill Chris, that's fine. I'm just saying that's my nomination.
Can you mute everybody, please?
Yeah.
So clearly, I mean, I do believe that Scotty is actually good and that I'm poisoned, but you can believe that or not if you want. I'm curious as to why Ayahu is not going towards, staying with what we have. That's my only thing.
Because he's protecting the demon.
That's weird.
Let me,
At no point did I say I was
Put up
protecting the
information.
demon.
I want to give a defense for Michael. Michael, I don't think we should kill you because you're just a minion. So I'm going to defend you in that way.
Right. Or he's
agree.
or he's a poison cup.
Yeah, he
bearer.
could be. I hadn't thought of that
No.
possibility.
No, the only
don't
can
see
be
the
poison
Jabberwocky.
if there's a Jabberwocky. That's the only possibility.
But
Doesn't seem
Michael,
like
we
it.
definitely shouldn't kill you. Because you're just a minion. We feel bad for you.
Yeah, well, and that's my point, is that I think he's a
I was
minion, and if
terrible
you
to
guys
Michael.
disagree with the logic of
Yahoo's trying to get us off of Chris.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually not. I'm good, and if Chris is evil, I think it's phenomenal that we found him also.
Yahoo was just happy that the first night he got to go talk to Chris, and instead of a conversation about nothing, they actually talked about the bluff rolls.
That's not true. Oh, I should vote. This was my thing. I don't mind that you guys don't vote. That's fine. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
I'll
Chris
vote
is
with you
voting.
so they
Hey,
look
and
good.
maybe Michael vote
Obviously,
too.
Chris will
That'll be
It'll make you
phenomenal.
look evil if we
Michael,
vote
go ahead and vote.
together, so
2 votes not enough. 10 seconds. Is there any other nomination?
Chris, do you want to defect?
yes, can I defect, please? I'm the usurper, and I'm usurped of the. I'm done with this. Are you coming with me, Yahoo? You only
No,
got 2
I
seconds.
can't. I can't defect.
Yes, you can.
I'm not evil. That would be weird to defect.
Hey,
Neither am
with that,
I.
Chris has been executed and died.
The game continues. Let's go.
Yes,
Oh, it
and
ends.
the game continue. Everyone go to sleep.
Okay, fine.
Fine.
All right, let's kill
I'm
Michael.
okay with that.
Stop talking.
Told you.
Yeah, go to sleep, everyone.
I got no room to go to.
Yeah, you going to
Yeah,
sleep.
you go to
here.
the actual sleep.
Yeah, you don't have to go to sleep because the good team has won.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I played so bad. I was so tired. and
I
want to be
made
clear.
a couple of mistakes. The only mistake that I didn't visit Alex last night. I'm sorry about that, Alex. I should have
Yeah,
visited you.
I couldn't do my charlatan thing last night.
Right. I was also laughing because you.
Charlotte.
Wait, I explained everything here. I need to mute everyone and use my headphone.
This would be good.
I did think Alex was bad, and it sounds like you just
Yeah.
claimed
Yeah.
charlatan.
One second, Alex and Chris. Who's the other one?
Okay, I'm
Michael.
gonna
Yeah.
mute everyone. I'm gonna explain everything. Okay, I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, I'm not going to share the grimoire yet because it's very crazy. But I'm gonna explain it very easy for you guys. So first of all, a very easy role. At the top, you see Wami. He's the hero, and he know that the only Majesty in the game is Lin, and Lin is the Majesty, not the pretender or the bad Majesty. Okay, so it's very easy. Wami know that Lin is the Majesty at the start of the game. Okay, I will skip Alex for now, but he's one of the minion. He's a charlatan. So I will explain later. Andreas is the knight. I think he survived. He got 3 picks. The first night he picked himself, And because he's a Townsfolk, so therefore he report himself to the Majesty as a knight, confirm himself. And then he picked who did you pick the second knight?
He picked Alex.
Alex.
Oh yeah, he picked Alex. But Alex is a minion, so nothing happened. And then he died, I guess. Is it? Do you die the last night?
No, I picked Jason for night 3, but Doug died.
Oh yeah, you pick Jason, but there's no Majesty. Don't have to worry about that. I still have to visit you. But there's no Majesty, so nothing happened. And then you die. So that's for Andreas. Candice is a food tester. The first night she picked Lane, nothing happened. And then pick Adele, and then get executed. So Jason is a queen who survived the whole game, I guess. Reported one to both Majesty for both night they're alive, but one is not correct answers because Dog is also a good player. He is the prince, and he turned Majesty right away when Lin died. I will go through. Um, mm, yes, there's no pretender. Lin is the real Majesty, but she died right away. I will come through Dog and Lin later. Adele the scribe, so it's just like balloonist. Keep getting the Majesty information. He gave the first night he gave Michael the scoundrel, and then the second night Stephen the concubine, the outsider. Chris is the demon, the Racco, but he never used his ability, so nothing happened there. Scotty is a pawn, but I think he did figure it out. You guys all figured it out. He's actually Cardinal, and any outsider he picked that will report it to the Majesty. Steven is a concubine, but he never dies, so nothing happened. Michael, the second minion, the scoundrel. The first night he tried to give a dog some juicy liquid, but Doc refused, and then he tried to give Jason. Jason also refused, and the last day he gave it to Scotty, and Scotty drank it, so Scotty died. So that's everything. I'm gonna explain Alex first. So Alex is a charlatan. Each night he picked two players. The first night, I'm gonna share the screen now. The first night he picked the queen in the no, he didn't pick the queen in the room.
Oh.
Okay, he picked the queen and the scribe. Can you see the document here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he picked the queen and scribe, okay? So he picked the queen and scribe. The queen is in play, so as I gave before is information, which is one. And then for the scribe, because it's first night, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick a random player, so it really doesn't matter. So I gave him Michael. And then he picked the second night. He picked the queen in the rock. So also I keep the queen consistent because no one died near the queen, so I continue to give the Majesty one, which is false information. And for Rook, I was debating. I'm not going to give the conspirator because there is not enough outsider, so I could give either the scoundrel or the observer, but I'm gonna give the scoundrel because why not? And then both the Majesty die, so Alex later pick doesn't matter, but he did try to pick Queen and Scribe and then Queen and Rook for the last two nights. So and for the last thing I have to explain is information. So first night I show Lin this information. I think you guys know it already. So Lin know that three pieces of information. I'm gonna explain what happened. So Lin know that this is one Michael Knight. So the one come from the Chalanta, even though Jason was sitting next to two good players, because Alex chose the Queen, so it gave false information. I gave him one. I gave him Michael because Adele is a scribe and was reporting a different player's name, and the Knight is because Andreas picked himself. Okay. And then Lin died, so she didn't get a second information. But then Doc become the second Majesty, and then the second night I gave him this information. Okay, so continue. Chalantan still pick the Queen, so he still give the Queen one. which is false information, and then I gave him pawn because Scotty is the pawn, which is in fact the Cardinal, and he picked himself. So the Cardinal, if they pick an outsider, will report to the Majesty. So therefore, the dog learned that the pawn in his information. The next thing is a Scourl, which is 2 cover for the bluff for Chelantan, who picked the Rook. And then the last thing is Steven, because the Adele continued to give a different player name, and Steven is the outsider. And the bluff are the Princess, the Rook, and the Cupbearer. Okay. Everyone can unmute yourself, but there's 2 highlights here. So the first thing is that Scotty mentioned sometime during games that why wouldn't we focus on Chris, Alex, or Michael? I was just like, are you cheating, Scotty? Because he's just called out to evil player. The second time that Alex trying to help the good team by saying this could be a Chalantan in play. And then he also mentioned that the Chalantan could have picked the queen, the rook last night.
That helped.
And that's true information. So I don't know what Alex is doing there. Maybe he's trying to make everyone have fun.
Just trying to cast doubts on.
Right, you was saying telling the truth the whole game. So
well, I would
yeah,
like to
that's the
say
game, everyone.
one thing, and that is that everybody said that you shouldn't bluff the drink giving, but I actually think it was helpful in the game because after like 3 or 4 people did it, Michael did it, and Michael was evil, so he sussed him out.
Well, I said that the first night, no one believed me. I was like, I'm not drinking this drink. Like the fact that we just talked about
Sorry,
it.
evil team.
Well, and
Yeah, let me
literally
tell
you
you what
almost killed me,
happened.
and if you had killed me, we definitely would have lost. And if you hadn't killed me and I had outed my role, we definitely would have lost because then the Majesty would have been drunk for like the whole game, and that would have not been good.
Well,
I will.
You got so lucky killing me, Chris. So lucky.
I will say.
I had to narrow it down to 3 people. I was like, let's go for 1.
3 people? How the heck did you have to narrow down to 3 people?
Just by the way people were acting in the main room.
Here's what's interesting.
I turned my camera off.
I went with the mostly quiet people, and that was like 5 people. One of them was you,
I
and
talked
then
to 2 people though.
no, I mean when we were talking in the main room, like as a group,
before we had night 0.
kind of relaxed in the background.
Here's
That's
what's
all.
interesting is that the evil people both bluffing Rook, Chris and Alex. Alex pointed to Michael because he needed to point to a minion. Chris pointed to Alex because he needed to point to a minion.
Yeah.
So all the evil people pointed to themselves with that Rook bluff because the Rook picks an evil player. So you guys all pointed yourselves out, which was really weird, but it helped us. So that was the info we had with that Rook, and it was fake info.
And let me just be clear. So last night I screwed up with Candace. Today I screwed up with my evil team. I'm just screwing up lately, and I'm sorry, guys. What I was doing was I went to go and talk to Doug, and I was going to tell him I was the princess. Well, I wasn't going to tell him I was the princess, but I was going to be the princess. And somehow in my mind, I got all flustered after I told him that I checked Jason, and then he thought I was the rook somehow, and I was like, sure, that sounds good. And I messed it all up, and it was all on me. Because I was going to be the princess, and I shouldn't have been the rook the entire time, and I was very confused.
I was curious why you were claiming to be Rook when it was clearly Alex's. No, I will say when I first read this script and the fact that everything is riding on the Majesty is that my thought was like, oh, this is fragile. Like, how on earth is good gonna win this? Like a lot of the time, but having played through this. Or either that having all of the information come into a single player makes it super easy for them to figure out if they live long enough. But playing with it, it actually seems like it works much better than I was expecting.
I loved it. It's been one of my favorite games.
It was a lot of piecing out.
Without playing, I'm like, this is never going to work. But having played it, this is great.
And I'm going to be old guy inappropriate because that's what they used to point me out. Candace, you're looking pretty hot tonight. Just trying to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you.
I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
Thank you. It's the background. Just to let you all know who I am.
I think it's your hair. I think it's that sexy hair.
Thank you. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, I like it.
It's purple on the ends. Y'all can't see it.
Ooh.
Thank you, though. I'm being silly.
Very nice. No, it's very nice.
Thank you.
I apologize
I
to
approve.
Candice and Doc for giving the
appreciate
keynote one.
Well, another thing that I'd like to point out is that Chris was double claimed against a fake knight, which was hilarious because it was a bluff roll,
Yeah.
and he was still double claimed, which shouldn't have happened.
And
Like-
I never even gave bluff rolls to Alex, so I don't even know how he got
Super unlucky of him.
Well, okay, so
And then it's even worse because what was it? Day 2, Nam? I'm sitting here going, and I thought Michael and Andreas were minions. So I had them both in the room with me, and I just said all three bluff rolls.
I didn't tell you that.
There.
I didn't tell you that.
I
Chris.
know. I
You
screwed up.
continue
I
recording.
screwed up. Okay, I screwed up. I understand. It's me. I understand. It's all me tonight.
Well, actually, the funny
But I
thing
told
is,
Andreas all the bluff rolls.
Andreas, what happened? What happened?
Andreas, your bluff roll. Is that your 3 for 3 you gave him?
I was in the room with Andreas and Michael, and I just said all three of the bluff rolls because I thought they were both evil.
So I'm
oh wow!
How bad
That
I
was
was
me
tonight.
in the room, Ben.
What?
I'm just
You
screwed
forgot
up.
who your
Okay.
minions were?
How did Andreas not just tell us?
Not even on
Andreas,
any
what
NyQuil.
happened?
I'm just.
Because it was
That's
his
so
3
true.
for
I
3.
wasn't with both in one room at the
What,
same
Chris?
time.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Chris is tired.
You must mistake me with someone. You weren't in the room with me.
No, in the main room here.
Chris. The reason.
Yeah, Chris
Yes,
says
Michael.
We picked natural bluffs based on what we were, because I'm the scoundrel, so I'm obviously going to claim cupbearer regardless, even if there is a real cupbearer. We're going to have the conflict going on.
Right.
Yep.
And then
as charlatan,
Alex is choosing the Rook as with the charlatan thing.
Yeah,
so
it was like the queen, the scribe, and the rook were the three I were choosing. It became evident that there was a real queen and a real scribe, so I had to fall back on the rook.
And I offered the demon a cup at the first day, and he drank it because he's like, "Oh, that'll make me look good."
Yeah, I drank a cup, people. Let's go back. Let's recount that last vote because I drank a cup and I was good.
Well, the other odd thing is with double claims are normally minions when they're evil. So if I had been thinking properly, I may have made that more difficult for us.
I don't know.
I just hated getting that cup.
I picked you a Yahoo on my third pick, which you would have registered had we had a Majesty. We'd have had. I changed myself, and then I picked you next.
So you were the one that looks for outsiders?
I thought, Chris, that you were the Ibsbabaden or whatever that's called, because of the fact that you were able to take Lynn off so early.
Oh no, I picked Lynn off just because I was down to like I said, like 3 people, and I was like, I'm gonna pick Lynn out of them.
Who are your other 2?
It was either Lynn, Candace, or I was gonna possibly go for who was the third one? Maybe I think it was Adele.
How come you didn't do your Draco thing ever?
Yeah.
Oh, I was holding on
It's
to it.
too
I wanted
early.
people to
Yeah.
think it wasn't in the game.
Yeah, it's too early for Draco.
No,
Because we were not killing anyone during
there
the
was
day.
only a line of 3. There was only a line of 3. If you look at where the evil people are, the line of 3 was all on one side of the board, and he killed Lynn. He killed Dog. One of those he needed to do. If not, he would have never gotten a triple kill.
Yeah, I think
Draco doesn't get a triple kill.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, it is triple kill.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, see, I read that wrong too. I'm just all messed up tonight. Okay, it's all on me.
Yeah, because you could have taken. If you
That's
had taken
awesome.
me out, I couldn't have drank the. I mean, I couldn't have verified Michael, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
living
bombed me.
neighbors, so he could have hit Jason.
Oh, I
and
could have killed
Adele
out. I could have killed 3
and
people,
Andrea
and
as
it
well.
could have been an evil guy too. That would have been okay, I guess.
If you had done that with Jason, the most recent night, it would have been Jason, Adele, and Alex that would have gone down.
No,
Because
it would have been Alex.
But it's fine if he kills
Oh,
an
it's
evil
a-
player, as long
it's-
as it's last 2 remaining, he wins. So if he waits long enough,
Well, maybe.
he wins.
You can't do it after
It's done.
If there was one more triple kill, he wouldn't have gotten a triple kill then. The triple
No,
kill.
you can get a triple kill by killing evil people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you
Actually-
end up with 2 people at the end, one is the demon, you win.
A good question for Nam is: if I would have picked Adele, would it have gone past me, or would it have just killed me too?
Probably would have killed.
If you use your unspecified ability, then you would die as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
Don't
you're
do
his
that. That
alive
would be
mate.
very bad.
I'm sure he would have told me that if I tried to.
I
do
don't
it,
know
but
about that.
I just never thought about it anyway, so it's okay.
Wait till there's 5 people
I was
alive.
gonna wait.
Well, you also had no idea what your ability was, apparently.
I had a little idea.
Yeah, you
I mean,
understood about a third of about it.
No, it would have still worked. I just would have killed one of my minions, and that wouldn't have bothered me too much. I mean,
I believe you thought it was one of the neighbors, not both.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember what I know. Don't know nothing tonight. The worst thing I could have done was
Chris,
pick
you're
Guami.
suspended for 3 games. Okay.
Got both of us.
Yeah, I could have killed. That would have just topped off my night. I would have been like, yeah, I used it on Guami. See ya, good bad guys.
Well, the funny weird thing is, you were like trying to protect the Yahoo by claiming the concubine, and I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter if anyone dies at this point because none of us are giving info. There's no more info ever. Like all.
Oh no, I did that because I had to confirm that Chris wasn't the pretender.
Somebody's busy. Uh-oh.
So because people could be the pretender and not know that. So it wasn't confirmed yet. It wasn't confirmed yet. So I had to make sure about that. Once the next day I went to Chris, he said he's not the what? Once I went to Chris the next day, he said he's not the Majesty.
I don't even want to see this crap.
Then it was all good.
Didn't you know Scotty with the pawn and the Yahoo was
but I couldn't confirm if Scotty's the pawn yet. I knew Ayahu was the concubine, but to confirm Scotty, I had to make sure none of the people that I didn't know anything about, Andreas, Alex, Chris, I had to make sure none of them double claim an outsider. So I was just trying to suss out the double claim from them. They didn't end up double claiming, so then I confirmed.
Yeah. Because the weird thing is, it didn't matter which one of us died. After Doug died, it didn't matter. Any of us could have died because none of us were giving info at that point.
Because you pushed for Doug.
I didn't push for Doug. Candace pushed for Doug.
No,
like,
you tried to kill one
No,
of
that
them.
was you. and
was you.
And it started making it look like you were the charlatan and just throwing out the queen. Like eventually, because I'm like, okay, I believe Doug now. I know I'm good. I covered the Majesty the first night. It just so happened that I picked her and I went straight to her and be like, okay, well, let me fill you out. I picked you. These are my 3 rows. She was like, oh, okay. So, because of the misinformation, us not knowing how to interpret the information, I was a little sus on her the next day. I was like, because I asked Nam that night, I was like, do you find out the role or do you know the person? He's like, no, you just, like the night picks the person, you just find out the roles. And then I was like, so when I looked at the script, Isbadaden doesn't go night 0. So I started thinking, I was like, well, what if she's the demon and she didn't know what to say yet? Like, so I didn't cover her the next night. I covered Adele the next night. So I went to him. But yeah, I knew I was good. And then it almost forced Doug out. And so that's why at the beginning of the game, I was kind of like trying to tell you, like, pump your brakes a little bit. Give everybody else a chance to kind of figure out what's going on. You can't just like get on a bull and go running through the village. Like, chill a little bit.
Good job, Alex, getting the queen, by the way. It's good to confuse the queen because of the neighbors.
Yeah, because once we confirmed that there's no conspirator, Jason, it should be obvious that there's almost definitely a charlatan. And if there is a charlatan, the go-to thing would be Rook or Queen.